Alright, stream should be live. I need a minute or two to pull up chat, do a Discord announcement, yada yada. So if you're watching the VOD, feel free to skip the first 2 minutes or so. Alright, chat's pulled up. Discord announcement, I'm gonna say second stream, because this is the second stream of the day. And one more thing, I just gotta set some tags and all that, and then I'm good to go. Throw this in the playlists. That is not one of my tags that I want. Alright, there's no commas in the title, which is good. So it won't mess up my tags if I just copy paste. And our last step. Alright, we're good to go. What's going on, Ryan? How you doing, bud? Alright. So, day one? Yeah, here we go. Why does it not have a difficulty? It doesn't say if it's easy or what. Maybe I haven't... Maybe I have to choose a difficulty after it gives a prologue. In the information age... Wait a minute, the volume is probably too loud, right? Because yesterday Chocolate told me to raise the volume for Grease. So I bet the Elgato volume is like loud as heck. Lower that a little bit. In the information age of the 21st century, a person's income is dependent on their popularity. Which is why I'm broke. How do we appeal to others? How do we go about building our brand? How should we design our events? I'm good. Wait a sec. I need to go to the bathroom first? I mean... You're not gonna miss anything while we do the prologue. Go ahead. In response to an increase in consumer demand, a new industry has arisen, business consultancies, and I'm one such consultant. This time around, our services have been requested by the merchants who operate in this area. Looking at the information we've been given, it looks like this place was a very popular street market once upon a time. They're now hoping that we'll be able to bring it back to its lost glory. This district's business committee has a lot more potential than an individual brand or the government. It's a large enough project, it's more flexible than working with the government, and there's also room for growth. This project might just be my ticket to a promotion if I manage to get it. But why would they ask to meet up at a place like this? The narrow street made it difficult for me to find a place to park, forcing me to press forward towards the meeting spot in the sweltering 30-something degree heat. And it might have been my imagination, but it felt like someone had been eyeing me the whole time. I glanced back but no one was there. I continued walking. No, I clearly heard someone's footsteps behind me. I came to an abrupt stop. Quickly turned around and almost knocked into someone. A girl? Bro, it's not just any girl, man. It's the best girl. It's Bubbles. Suddenly a girl with long pigtails appeared in front of me, accompanied by a faint aroma wafting from her hair. The girl cried out, do you need something from me? Her petite stature, coupled with her calf-length socks and beige school uniform, made her look especially cute. Was she attending summer school? But that doesn't explain why she's following me. She stared straight at me, a trace of hostility visible on her face. If there's nothing, then I'll be on my way, bye. Since she looked as if she wanted to say something, but was holding herself back, not wanting to be late for my appointment, I waved her off and left. We can protect this place on our own. We don't need you to meddle in our affairs. With a flushed face, she suddenly made her declaration and sprinted off without waiting for me to reply. Hold on, I gotta drink some water and everything. So that's what she was worried about. The old-fashioned shopkeepers were wary of the external funds and technology being invested in this project, so they weren't willing to cooperate with our consultancy or listen to our advice. Instead, they were opting to continue with what they've always been doing. But, in this rapidly changing era, sticking to the old ways would only lead to obsolescence. Again, this word connected to obsolete, but who says this? That's why consulting companies were created. What did she mean when she said they could protect this place on their own? Although it worried me a little, there wasn't much time left. I had to focus on the upcoming meeting. I made sure my data, tablet calculator, and name card were in order. When I arrived at the meeting place, I once again checked to make sure everything was in order. Ah, are you the consultant? Yes, I am. You are. Why am I the only one here? Probably for two reasons. One, because usually I don't stream at this time on Saturday. And two, I don't know, it's Saturday. Probably everyone's busy. You know, Click's on vacation still. And it's Saturday, man. You know what I mean? People could go out and do things. For me, the weather is like not great, so I'm probably better off staying here and streaming. But for other people, if they have good weather, why not go out? Oh, I'm the person you're supposed to meet. She hurriedly stuck her hand out. As I looked at her smiling face, a sense of foreboding grew in my heart. Even though I never saw what she looked like during our correspondence, I never expected the president of the street market to be a high school girl. To top it off, she was cute and had a great figure too. Without a doubt, all we needed to do was make a photo book of the president. I see, I'm not busy at all, so yeah, no one to go out with. I mean, isn't it also late for you? Isn't it almost like nighttime already, or is nighttime already? And the street market's popularity would skyrocket. Oh no. What I mean to say is that the president sent me over to pick you up. She shot an apologetic smile at me while sticking out her tongue. She was so cute that it was difficult to be even the least bit angry with her. She definitely had the potential to become the street market's idol. But I couldn't say any of that, so I let out a sigh of regret and followed her with a complicated mix of feelings in my chest. Wait, so that means you're... I wanted to gather some information and anything else that might be of use, so I posed a roundabout question to her. Aurora, you can call me that. I like how she says you could call me that as if it's her YouTube handle or something and not her real name. Aurora, are you part of the street market as well? That's right, I've been here a long time. Have you been helping your family since you were a child? It's been about 40-something years now. 40-something years? Does she mean how long her family has been running the business? I wanted to ask what kind of food her family made, but her lively steps brought her ahead of me. Yeah, but I don't go anywhere in the weekends most of the time, so it's nice to have something to watch and someone to chat with. It's always good to chat with you as well, Ryan. I'm glad you're here, bud. President, I've brought back the consultant. Sorry for the trouble, Aurora. Following the sound of the person's voice, I found the one who actually requested my services. A man in his 40s wearing slightly old-fashioned glasses. Although he was tall and well-built, he didn't have an imposing air about him. A model herbivore. But being a nice guy didn't mean he was a successful businessman. Are you the person from the business consultancy? Nice to meet you. Hello, I'll be in your care. When I shook hands with him, his palm turned out to be rougher than I expected. I've spoken with your vice chairman and we've decided to entrust this project to you. Really? It was an involuntary outburst on my part. I didn't expect the vice chairman to help me fight for this opportunity. This project to revive this once popular street market was my ticket to a promotion. Thank you, vice chairman. I'll never call you a heartless old woman again. Leave it to me. I'll do everything in my power to make this a world-famous street market. That's great. Hearing you say that puts my heart at ease. When can we have a look at the street market? I couldn't wait to get started on plans to revive the street market, but they answered by exchanging glances. Didn't you have a good look at it just now? Eh? We just passed by it. You mean that old, dilapidated, dirty street that was devoid of people was... What we just passed through is the street market. It looks great, right? Right? Faced with their sparkling eyes, I took a deep breath and settled my turbulent emotions. You old hag! Once I was done venting my anger, the president asked Aurora to bring me around to the places that were in my care. Although I loathed doing so, seeing everything for myself would be the best way for me to get a good idea of how things were. I've been around for a long time, so feel free to come to me if you've got any questions. Take for instance the restaurant that's been around for 100 years. Yes, 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 pork bowls. On the other hand, my restaurant makes fried chicken that uses a special sauce to marinate them. There's also that secret drink store that's gotten really popular recently. No matter how she talked it up, it still looked like a street market that was wasting away. So which one do you visit first? Well, we know how to do it right this time, so we're going straight to Bubbles. I glanced up at the overhead sun. The scorching heat made my mouth dry. Why don't we visit the bubble tea shop first? Alright, let's go. We walked back to the start of the street market under Aurora's lead. The shop was clearly called a secret shop, but it's at the very entrance of the street market. Normally, this should be the busiest place. However, the shopkeeper was the only one there. By the way, in Edgerunners, I've seen Rebecca sometimes, and I really like her. I mean, I heard that she's the GOAT. I heard she pulls the whole show, so let me know more about what you think of her. I haven't seen the anime. I'm also just not gonna watch it because I didn't play the Cyberpunk game either, so I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm familiar with the character at least. Oh, it's you again. The shopkeeper turned out to be the cute girl from before. She stared at me vigilantly and made herself look tough. Bubbles, look, this is the consultant the president invited over to save our street market. He'll be in charge of coming up with something to turn our businesses around. Isn't that great? Bubbles ignored her and turned her petite face away. Why does it feel like she really doesn't like me? I guess I must be proactive about this. Since this is a rare opportunity for me, why don't I try some of your bubble tea? Nope. The shopkeeper refused to serve her customer? Aurora dragged Bubbles off to the side just as I was getting confused. What's wrong, Bubbles? Why are you refusing to sell your bubble tea to the consultant? This outsider has the word devious written all over his face. What if he steals my secret recipe? Hey, I'm right beside you, you know. I can hear everything with you talking so loudly. Don't worry, normal people wouldn't be able to pull off something like that. Aren't we friends? Won't you let him try some for my sake? Please, I know Bubbles is the best. Sigh, you're such a handful, you roly-poly. Under Aurora's continuous pleading, Bubbles finally caved and began preparing a drink for me. I want 50% sugar and 75% ice, please. Thank you. You're mooching a free cup of bubble tea, and you're still trying to ask for so much? The bubble tea that this shop sells only comes in one setting. Soon, a cup of ice-cold bubble tea was handed to me. I was extremely thirsty due to being out in the sun. I stabbed the straw down and sucked. The cold bubble tea was as smooth as silk as it slid down my throat and quenched my thirst. The first thing I smelled was the tea fragrance. It didn't smell like cheap black tea powder. Instead, it was delicate and carried the scent of fruit. Could it be Assam black tea from India? I took another gulp and chewed on the pearls. Pearls made with tapioca would turn hard after a night in the freezer, but these were very chewy, meaning they were still fresh. Freshly made bubbles alongside excellent tea. The cost would be higher if the ingredients were top-notch. This shop was merely a stall without any seats, so its high price naturally made the stall itself rather uncompetitive. That was my conclusion. Since I had tasted the bubble tea, it was time for the 3 ultimate consultant moves. Move number 1, praise. Praise was very important for a consultant when speaking to a client. Further cooperation was only possible after lowering the other's vigilance through praise. Freshly made pearls alongside excellent tea. The cost would be higher if the ingredients were top-notch. Oh, she's so cold. She's just like a cold drink with ice in it. If the weather is hot, selling a cold beverage will definitely attract customers. But your stall's pretty quiet. Do you want to know why customers aren't buying your bubble tea? Move number 2, questioning. The consultant had to use questions to pique the client's interest. The client asking questions allowed the consultant to give suggestions. I don't want to know. Huh? She's not helping at all? You have your pride as the stall's owner, right? Don't you want to know why there's no customers? You're in a good spot, and your product is great, so why aren't customers coming? Because none of them have standards. They can't tell just how good my bubble tea is. You're wrong, the answer's obvious, you just haven't realized it. Move number 3, amazing and precise suggestions. A consultant should provide detailed and constructive advice for the client's problems using his or her expertise. I'll explain the root of the problem to you. The problem is due to the price of your drinks. I pointed to the price of the bubble tea. A cup of bubble tea costs 150 G. That's enough for you to buy a drink at Starbucks. That's right. I've always felt like I've slimmed down after drinking a cup of Bubbles' bubble tea. That is, my wallet slimmed down. You're full of it. What did you say? So, it turns out that someone who makes a living as a consultant can only come up with a suggestion like this? I was wondering just how amazing you were. For bubble tea as high quality as mine, a price like this is normal. I use ruby black tea leaves to brew my bubble tea. Ruby tea leaves are well known throughout the world as Taiwan's number 18 tea. It's a cross between the camellia from Taiwan and Myanmar, and is a type of tea leaf that's exclusive to Taiwan. This tea leaf has the unique fragrance of peppermint and tangerines. With top quality tea leaves like these being used, the price is obviously going to be high. But customers will be scared away the moment they see the price of your bubble tea. They won't bother to sit around and listen to your explanation. Using high quality ingredients is a good thing, but you still have to charge a reasonable price. So what if I can't make any sales? Isn't that my problem? Please come down and let's discuss this rationally. An outsider like you suddenly appearing out of nowhere and spouting things like, I'm going to save the street market. You're just using this as an opportunity to make a killing, right? I don't trust a person like you in the least. Looks like it would take a while to open such a stubborn client. What should I do next? Next, let's go pork bowls and we'll end with Aurora since she's our guide anyway. I looked up at the overhead sun. It was already noon. Honestly, I felt a bit hungry. Let's visit the minced pork bowl shop first then. Sure, no problem. Aurora led the way to the street market. 10 minutes later, under the blazing sun, we finally arrived at a store that looked like ruins. We've got... Yes, pork bowls. What a strange name. We're here, please enter. The moment I stepped into the shop, a musty old smell tickled my nose. What's going on? It was supposed to be a place of business, but it looked just like an otaku's room. The table is filled with all sorts of video games, DVDs, etc. How many episodes are there to Edge Runners, Ryan? And how many seasons? Like, how much content do you have to get through? While the floor was covered with scraps of paper, packaging, and other trash, even the equipment in the store looked worn and old. No customers would want to come here with this place looking like this. You're right, this place doesn't look like much on the outside. But there's 100 years of history behind this shop, and it earned countless praise in the past. I only noticed the black and white photos on the wall when Aurora pointed them out. These ancient photos detailed the changes the store had undergone in the last 100 years, including the various awards the store received. A taste that has lasted for over 100 years? Intriguing. At that moment, I heard the voice of a young girl behind me. Ah, I died again. A young girl sat behind the counter. There's like 10 episodes? That's it altogether? Or are there multiple seasons? Is there only one season and more seasons coming in the future? I failed to notice her earlier because she was so short. She had short, messy hair and seemed rather lethargic. She was holding a handheld gaming console in her hands, while wearing a shirt with a collar that had been stretched from washing. Lulu, stop playing video games. You've got a customer. Hurry up and prepare something. A customer? Tell them to wait a bit. Let me finish this part first. Only one season? That's not bad then. You're such a handful. Stop playing your game. This isn't your average customer. It's a consultant who was invited over by the president. He's going to help us revive our street market. That way, we won't have to sell it. It doesn't matter if our street market is sold. Just let me finish this path first. No. Stop being so lazy. Hurry up and get moving. Hop to it. Ah, what a pain. This part's really difficult, so don't bother me. Ah, I got careless and died again. Perfect timing. Now, hurry up and prepare some food. Go on then. Off with you. You're such a pain. Lulu reluctantly entered the kitchen at Aurora's persistence. After quite a bit of difficulty, we finally found a place to sit. In less than a few minutes, my back was covered in sweat from the heat. The shop's air conditioning was already broken, and the shopkeeper has such an attitude. I glanced at the award record on the wall. Even a shop with such a glorious history that has managed to make delicious food in the past has started to fall into decline with the rest of the street market. It feels like we've been waiting a while now. Let me take a peek at the kitchen. Lulu, what are you doing? Well, why do you suddenly barge in? You're hiding in the kitchen playing games? You're hopeless. I've told you before. I was just taking a quick look at my game while I was adding rice. There's no need for you to make a mountain out of a molehill. You can't be so lax. The consultant's still waiting outside. The two argued in the kitchen for a while before Aurora stomped the bag out. Truth be told, I held no expectations for this shop. I wouldn't be surprised if I was given a bowl of mud instead of minced pork. Finally, Lulu slowly walked out of the kitchen with 2 minced pork bowls, but her fingers seemed to be in the bowls. Here, order up. With that, she picked up her handheld and went back to her game. This attitude, like an owner feeding his dog, seriously makes one lose his appetite. However, I am a consultant, so I did have to get a taste of the food. Thanks for the food. I picked up my chopsticks and brought a mouthful of rice to my mouth. I felt an ecstatic feeling reach my brain from my tongue. Delicious! The saltiness from the braised sauce and pork fat filled my mouth. This was merely a commoner snack that could be found anywhere, everywhere. Yet, this minced pork bowl was on a completely different level from stalls on the side of the street. The scent of slightly burnt garlic, anisette, and soy sauce, along with the flavor of minced pork and smooth pork rind, was able to perfectly intertwine with every grain of rice. So rich, so delicious, so magnificent. I stood up in excitement and grabbed Lulu's arm. If you have the ability to make something so delicious, why are you cooped up in a place like this? It's too troublesome. What kind of a reason is that? Ah, I'm going to die. Don't block the screen. Lulu looked at me incredulously, then turned back to her game. Looks like there's a long way to go to revitalize this stall, but for now it was time to leave. So which one do you want to do first? Bro, you mean last? Fried chicken. I thought it was a large case, but it's just a crappy situation with Vice Chairman handed me. I'm so sad. Since I was in a bad mood, it was naturally time for fried food. I glanced at Aurora's round eyes, creamy hair, and curvy body. How about we visit your chicken cutlet shop? Aurora was shocked. Visit my shop? But business there is really bad. I know, but that's why you hired me as a consultant, right? That's true, haha. She stuck out her tongue in a very cute manner. Thus, we walked along the street market to her fried chicken store. We're here, this is the Golden Fried Chicken. Don't judge a book by its cover, this shop has been in business for 40 years now. If we converted it to human years, it'd be old enough to be an uncle. So, where's the owner? Aurora was probably about 16 or 17 years old, as she was wearing the uniform of a senior high schooler. No matter how I looked at it, there was no way she could be the owner. Actually, the shop was run by my grandmother, but she sprained her back a few months ago. So I'm currently helping her look after the shop. Hello, Ajas. How are you doing today? You must be really busy having to go to school and mind the shop. Ah, in truth, I don't need to attend school. I'm just wearing this to get closer to my customers. After all, we get lots of high school students coming in to buy fried chicken cutlets. She wears school uniforms to get closer to students. Plus her cute face, a voluptuous body, and carefree attitude. If she makes use of those assets, it should be easy to improve fried chicken cutlet sales. But Aurora said she didn't need to go to school. What does she mean? Isn't she only 16 or 17? Maybe she's a dropout, or neat, or is it because of something else? It'll be disrespectful if I pry too much on our first meeting. Let's get back on topic. I'd like to order a whole fried chicken cutlet without any spices, please. Okay, coming right up. Aurora began to skillfully fry a chicken cutlet. The chicken cutlet's ready, dig in. You know what? I feel like I don't have a screenshot of Aurora. We need to collect screenshots, man. I might leave the arigato message off today because I'm probably going to stop a lot to take screenshots as we see more cute art, and you know, I might want to swap out like future thumbnails, things like that. So I'm going to take one screenshot with the model, one screenshot without the model, and then we'll keep going. A freshly fried chicken cutlet was brought to me a few minutes later. I smelled the chicken cutlet. Aurora is so cute. Is she your favorite girl? Who's best girl in your opinion? My best girl is Bubbles, even though it should be Aurora. Saru also voted for Bubbles. Mr. chose Aurora. I think Click chose Lulu. And then Azure chose Sakura. And Leonardo chose Coco. So usually everyone picks a different girl. So whose team are you on, Ryan? It smelled really fresh and not like something that had been fried twice. Pass. Next, I gently ripped the bag apart as if I was taking off my lover's clothes. A chicken cutlet covered in sweet potato powder and radiating a smell of garlic and pepper was revealed in front of my eyes. So you're in the same boat as Mr. Mister. Pretty good choice, man. Pretty good choice. I mean, she ties with Bubbles, man. Or I should say Bubbles ties with her, because originally Aurora was my best girl, but then Bubbles grew on me. I bit down. The chicken breast underneath the crispy layer was very juicy. I felt my heart fill with satisfaction as I wolfed it down. It's delicious. What's going on, Zeno? How you doing, bud? These kinds of fat and crispy fried foods always make people feel better. Eating chicken cutlet after disappointment, eating chicken cutlet in celebration. That's what real Taiwanese people do. I started to analyze the shop after finishing the chicken cutlet. The chicken cutlet was pretty good and the price was acceptable. It should do pretty well if the chicken cutlet quality could be improved a bit more and if the advertisement is better. My family's fried chicken cutlets are pretty good, eh? They're great, but something seemed wrong. I calmed down and started to consider the situation as a professional consultant. The fried chicken cutlet was nice and the shopkeeper was cute. Since that's the case, then why is the shop doing poorly? Suddenly I had a terrible thought. Menu. Hand me a menu. Eh? Are you planning to order more? Here's the menu. Please take your time. Aurora handed the menu to me in confusion. This is it. I know where the problem is. As expected of the consultant, what's the issue? The problem is, why is there only fried chicken cutlets on the menu? That's because fried chicken cutlets are tasty? There's not a game about the anime, but you know that game that it was like Cyberpunk 20 something, I think? I'm pretty sure the anime is like a prequel of that game or something connected to that game series. Hey Nick, I have a question. If you stream your console on laptop or desktop, whatever you're using, what program you use to see the console screen, I'm not using a program, I'm using a device. It's called the Elgato. It's a capture card. I'm very confident in my fried chicken cutlets. They're about 200 bucks nowadays. There's only fried chicken cutlets on the menu. A menu that likes diversity won't be able to meet the demands of customers. Normally, an order of fried chicken cutlet would be paired with a portion of squid, chicken skin, or chicken cartilage. If you don't want it to be so sinful, you could order some fried king oyster, mushrooms, or fried French beans instead. There's also the must-have dishes for starch lovers, silver thread buns and sweet potato fries, but not a single one of these dishes is on the menu. Even if your fried chicken's good, dedicating an entire shop to selling fried chicken is going overboard. Eh? I never thought of that. So if you want to turn the shop around, you're going to have to increase the number of dishes available. I got it, but immediately coming up with the other dishes is a little difficult. I felt a bit bad after seeing Aurora's depressed expression. Since we've identified the problem, all we need to do now is think of ways to fix it. As a consultant, this is right up my alley. Let's find a time to organize a meeting and we can think up some policies to increase sales. How do you use the console screen on the device? I use OBS. OBS, I think, video capture. OBS, let me look. There's a picture of a camera. So yeah, that's a video capture. Video capture from OBS. Policies to increase sales. That sounds really professional. Her eyes beamed in anticipation. I guess she'll be cooperative. Alright, it's a date then. Let's have a good talk later. I finally finished visiting all the shops on the street market under Aurora's lead. It's getting late. I need to get back and prepare to open the shop. Alright, the president's waiting for you at the Frozen Trees shop. Just head over there and sign the contract. Alright, thank you very much for today. Don't mention it. It'll all be on you from this point on. Bye bye, Mr. Savior of the street market. Aurora ran off energetically while waving to me. After saying farewell to Aurora, I walked over to the Frozen Treats shop. After my visits, I understood that every shop had its own issues, and it was the combination of them all that had caused the street market to decline. I could only sigh. This is going to be hard. When I arrived at the Frozen Treats shop, I noticed that the decorations were done in a very elegant Japanese style. Welcome. A graceful girl in traditional Japanese clothing appeared in front of me. Haha, are you done looking around the street market? Was everything alright? My head was swimming, thinking about the miserable condition of the street market. From my perspective, the street market needs a lot of work to turn it around. Ah, it's definitely a handful, right? Don't say that. Although reviving the street market will be difficult, doing so is still my responsibility. I'll get to work immediately after signing the contract. There's no rush. Take a seat and have a bowl of shaved ice. Allow me to introduce you. This is the poster girl of the frozen treats shop, Coco. Coco is the graceful girl I just saw. She nodded at me with a smile. Greetings. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I look forward to working with you in the future. How polite. Don't let Coco's age fool you. She's a Taiwanese-Japanese mix. She's very fluent in Japanese, too. In fact, even Japanese customers have nothing but praise for her Japanese. You're exaggerating, President. It's just a result of continuous practice. There's still many areas I'm lacking in, so I hope you'll be able to guide me in the future. Please, don't be so modest. You want to play your console game on laptop? I'm not sure about that. I know people say you could, I think, play laptop PC games on a TV monitor. I don't know about vice versa, because I don't do that. I don't stream it or whatever, have it go from onto the laptop. I want to have it on the TV screen, you know what I mean? So I don't think I've done whatever it is you're trying to do. I like having everything on the big screen. I've just been rambling on my own the whole time. Consultant, you've been touring the street market this whole time under the hot sun. You must be very thirsty. I'll prepare a nice cold refreshing beverage for you right away. One moment, please. She bowed to us, then strode into the kitchen. The atmosphere around Coco is this what they call an aura. Her graceful act suited her Yamato Nadeshiko look very well. She's got potential. The street market will definitely be saved with a kid like her here. Here are the contracts. Once you confirm that everything's in order, we'll finalize the contracts and affix the stamps. I looked down at the stamped contract and felt a calling rising within me. Since the contract has been signed, let's return to the previous subject. I found several issues after taking a look at the street market. These problems are centered around marketing and pricing. I feel there's room for a lot of change in these two areas. Oh, I see. As such, I've decided to start with the minced pork bowl, fried chicken cutlet, and bubble tea stores. I'll be focusing my efforts on these three stores, and I'll be turning them into the street market's main draw. Using that as a catalyst, I'll work on improving the rest of the street market. What do you think, President? Let's do that, then. The President seemed kind of demotivated, perhaps because business of the street market had been poor for such a long time. I'll start on the project tomorrow, then. I'll be visiting these three stores first to provide suggestions and oversee their business. Be sure to work in moderation. Don't overwork yourself. Since the contract's been signed, I'll make payment at the appropriate time. The rest of it is up to you to decide, Consultant. I still have some matters to attend to, so I'll take my leave first. I wish you all the best. What's going on, Cassie? How you doing today? The President put the contract in a folder, then walked out of the frozen treats shop. Your family uses your TV? Oh. I don't know how to help you then, because I have my own TV, so I've never had to do what you're doing. So I'm not really sure, bud. Here's your mango shaved ice, eh? The President's left? He said he had something to attend to. Oh, the President sure is busy. I wonder if it was just a wrong impression. But the President seemed very demotivated about revitalizing the street market. He didn't seem hopeful at all. How's your day going so far, Cassie? Anything fun happen yet? I had some good lunch, so that's my big news of the day. I got some Mexican food. Chicken flautas and churros. And the churros, I mean, the flautas are good too, but the churros, man, they're always bussin'. You dip them in caramel, and there's nothing better than dipping something that's nice and cinnamony into caramel, and those blend of flavors is just phenomenal. There's something bothering you, Consultant. You'll get wrinkles if you keep frowning all the time. It's nothing. Even if other people didn't believe in me, it was fine as long as I could prove them wrong with results. That was what I believed in. Alright, it's decided, huh? I vow on the god of commerce's name that I'll make this street market the best one in the entire city. No, the best in all of Taiwan. Coco smiled gently at my words. I'll be looking forward to it. Alright, we're gonna skip the Opening. Good morning. Did you sleep well last night? Aurora was worried you still haven't gotten used to doing things around here yet. So she asked me to show you the ropes. So listen up. The upper right hand corner. I'm going to skip all this because I already know how to play the game. And this is, you know, tutorial. I think by accident I might have chosen the hardest difficulty. Can I not go back? Well, we might be playing on hard mode, guys, which is fine. At least we know how to play the game already, but dang. Yeah, we're playing on hard mode. Alright. This is gonna be wild. Oopsie whoopsie. Let's see how this goes. Almost 9,000. Dang, you're going for those DBZ numbers, huh? What are you gonna share with us, BL Zeno? Alright, I think I have items from my last playthrough, right? Do I not have items? I just have this Founder's Proof. What does it even do? Huh. I guess it doesn't do anything. I thought I would carry over some items. But I guess not. You don't carry anything over. Alright, so our first problem is Bubbles. Her quality is so bad that she operates at a loss. In other words, she loses money instead of earning money. So we have to increase her quality so that she doesn't operate at a loss. Something as slipshod as theirs. I only stream 1 to 3 hours. Yeah, but you're forgetting that I do 2 streams a day. So if I do 2 streams a day and they're 3 hours each, that's 6 hours. And then today, I'm doing 3 streams. So that's going to be 6 to 9 hours worth of streaming. That's what you're not considering. I take healthy breaks in between, but I still stream a lot. Something as slipshod as theirs shouldn't be mentioned in the same sentence as my bubble tea. That's true, but there's a huge difference in price too. My bubble tea uses genuine, top-of-the-line ingredients, so it's obviously going to be more expensive. Don't tell me you can't even understand something this simple. You stupid consultant, is your brain a watermelon? Why is it a watermelon? Because watermelons are sweet and watery, they're not nice and thick like my bubble tea. You win. But the milk tea that the breakfast cafe makes has its good points too. Oh, what are they? One of my friends said that whenever they have a large meal the night before, they'd go to the breakfast cafe the next day to get a cup of ice cold milk tea, and it helped to unclog their stomach. Why did you suddenly bring up such a vulgar topic? You're actually talking about yourself, right? No, I told you, it's my friend. It's not like you would admit it anyway. Alright, I'll take a pity on your friend and explain why this happens. The milk that a majority of these breakfast cafes use isn't actually milk. They use non-dairy creamers, like the kind you see in those 3-in-1 coffees. I normally drink those when I have to do overtime at work too. Non-dairy creamers are a chemical additive. They're roughly made up of hydrogenated vegetable oil, corn syrup, and flavorings. Some of them might also contain milk proteins which are derived from milk. Wait a minute, is she telling me bubble tea is not healthy? Wait, is she saying 3-in-1 coffees are not healthy? Or that bubble teas are not healthy? I think she's trying to tell me bubble tea is not healthy unless it's like quality bubble tea. In Asian countries, many people's intestines are unable to digest the lactose in the lactose enzymes. This is why they end up having an upset stomach. Oh, I've learned something new today. But I don't normally feel anything when I drink fresh milk. I only get diarrhea when I drink the breakfast cafe's milk tea. Do you always order the iced milk tea? Yeah, the iced milk tea goes well with the teppanyaki noodles. It's super enjoyable. The ice is probably causing it then. Many of the snack shops that don't bother about hygiene freeze tap water to make their ice cubes. These ice cubes greatly exceed the allowable levels of bacteria and E. coli. With all that bacteria being injected into your gut, it would be strange if you didn't get diarrhea. Whoa, I never expected you to be so knowledgeable. Nonsense, I've always been an erudite scholar. Alright, Bubbles, whatever you say. What level... I could give her an item now, but I don't have any items. That's a problemo. I received a gift from a neighbor, but I'm unable to finish everything on my own. So who should I share it with? Bubbles! Oh yeah, affection up by 3. Let's look at today's revenues. Alright, we made a profit even though Bubbles is operating at a loss, like I said. Bubbles has argued with the customer, but the quality of her drinks has not decreased. I don't see why the quality would decrease. If anything, your popularity should decrease if you're arguing with people, but so far so good. Special event. I received a gift. Oh man, you know what? I think hard mode has different events and it might yield better rewards, honestly. I don't know what the challenge is gonna be though. I'm gonna get my affection with Bubbles up again. Still operating at a slight loss for Bubbles, but we'll get there. Work just started again, and like always, I had to face mountains of paperwork and deal with the customer complaints. My lifespan is definitely going to be shortened if this keeps up. Since you've been working so hard, why don't you reward yourself by buying some dessert? Oh, it's you. I turned around and saw Coco, a girl selling all sorts of special products on the street market. If you want to increase your sales, this place sells lots of tools. I can give you a discount if you're interested in getting one now. All you need to do is spend a bit of money and your life will become a lot easier. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? That's true, but your wares are way too expensive. Don't say that. You should be able to tell how valuable they are, right? Actually, what I'm more interested in is how you managed to get your hands on these things. Although Coco said this is a shaved ice stall, a lot of the products are clearly not desserts. Anyway, I'll be here whenever you need me. I'll bring out all my most valuable tools for you too. Wait till I have the money for it, or I won't use any items even if I die. I'll wait till I have the money for it. If I have the money, then buying some items might really help. Why would I never use items? Would that lock me out of buying stuff if I said that? Like, come on. The items are actually useful. I'd be surprised if she didn't have a cheap one. Like 10,000, this one isn't that bad. We got this one for 6,000, that's even cheaper, even better. I think we could buy the 6,000 one now. And we'll buy the 10,000 one a little bit later. But let's start getting this up. For now, we will give it... We'll give it to this girl. We should give it to Bubbles, but you know what? Yeah, I'll give it to Bubbles. Because her quality versus cost is just detrimental at this point. Alright, so now we won't operate at a loss anymore. We'll only make profit. I received the new business report for the bubble tea shop. The cost of production is still as high as ever. I knew saying it would only anger Bubbles, but I couldn't stop the thought of lowering the production cost from forming in my mind. Bubbles, let's have a talk. About what? The cost of production is still too high. Is there any way for you to lower it? This again? Degenerates like you who do everything in their power to reduce their cost of production are the reason why there's been an upsurge in food safety incidents. Don't be so quick to anger and listen to everything I have to say first. Hurry up and say it then. I'm not telling you to cut corners. Apart from the quality of your ingredients, there's lots of other places that you can tweak to lower your cost of production too. Like your cups, straws, and other consumables. You could buy them in bulk so that you can get a discount. Do you guys drink milk without the lactose, or do you guys just avoid milk entirely? Idiot. Even if I were to buy in bulk, I'd still need a place to store them. Do you think this space is free? Isn't there space left in the shop? That's the spot I use for my afternoon naps. Where am I supposed to sleep if I put all of the extra stuff there? So, it's for your afternoon naps. You're like a little kid. Got a problem with that? No. Being able to replenish your energy with a quick nap is a good thing. How about this then? My office still has some free space. You can store all of your extra consumables there. So, you want me to rent out that space from you? Alright, what's your price? Huh? How much are you charging me for rent? You don't need to pay me anything. It's just using the free space that's already there to store some stuff. Why are you so nice to me? Bro, because I want a little smooch. I've always been nice to you. Is that so? Of course. Upon seeing the serious look on her face, I couldn't resist the urge to tease her a little. Don't tell me you want me to say I treat you well because you're special to me. This isn't some idle drama. You don't drink it at all? Man, I don't think I'm like really lactose because I could have like ice cream and cheese, like, you know, those types of things. But I still get the lactose-free milk anyway. I don't know, man. I'm like lactose, but not lactose. Intolerant. What are you talking about? You're the one who's offering me the space. I'm not going to thank you for it. Doesn't matter whether you thank me or not. Alright, it's settled then. You can store your stuff at my place next time. That's it, putting the moves on Bubbles, bro. Alright, let's go. We need quick gains. So I think we can get quick gains with her. Like if we do her popularity, well, it'll go up by 5, right? No, it's going up by 3. How do I tell what'll increase quickly? There's a large influx of customers today, which seems to be a great opportunity to gain some publicity. Do I want to publicize? For only 1,000, why not? Popularity increased by 3. I think that's worth it. Another busy day had ended. Welcome. Please give me a bowl of mango shaved ice. Okay, coming right up. Sat down and dug into the shaved ice as I thought calmly about the new marketing plan. As a consultant, not only do I have to make sure the shops increase their quality of service, I also have to find a way to make customers notice it as well. I guess the first step is to attract customers. I need to think of a way to attract customers. Would giving discounts work? We could sell a bowl of shaved ice at 30% off, or maybe we could throw in a bowl of strawberry shaved ice with every purchase of mango shaved ice. If our food's cheaper, would customers be willing to buy from us? What do you think? Although everyone wants cheap food, giving discounts like these during the initial stages of marketing is very dangerous. If we give too many discounts to promote sales, it'll affect the customer's perception of value. When that happens, they'll only buy from us whenever there's a discount. It'll end up hurting us in the long run. So that's how it is. As expected of a consultant, you're very insightful. In 80 years, we've never thought of this issue. What did you say? Nothing. I guess I was just hearing things. I'm really racking my brain here. What kind of promotion can we come up with that doesn't involve discounts, but is still interesting enough to attract customers? At that moment, an idea sparked in my mind. I've got it. Let's do that. The next day, I contacted all the shopkeepers on the street market and told them about what they needed to prepare for the promotional event. Come one, come all, the competition for the King of Cutlets is about to begin. Entry is free. If you can eat 10 chicken cutlets in 10 minutes, it's on the house. As if. Dude, that's a lot. Really? I want in. Hey, we have a challenger. Welcome, welcome. Someone's trying to be the King of Cutlets. Look at how lively it is over there. Even though I can't eat that much, just looking at it makes me hungry. Let's go look for something to eat. That place sells bubble tea. You want some? Sure, miss. 2 cups of bubble tea, please. 50% sugar with 75% ice. 2 cups coming right up. So, my idea is pretty good, right? I was in a really good mood as I watched the crowd swarm onto the street market. My hard thought promotion plan was an all-you-can-eat in a limited time event. Compared to simple discounts, all-you-can-eat was a very eye-catching idea that would attract a lot of people. And with people comes business. What's more, even though it was an all-you-can-eat event, most people wouldn't be able to eat so much in such a short amount of time. So the shops really weren't losing much. Good, the first marketing plan has succeeded. You just got lucky. Are you really getting all smug over just this? If everyone from the street market didn't work together to help you, do you think you could attract this many people on your own? True, it's all thanks to you and your tasty bubble tea. Thank you. Good. It's fine as long as you know it. Oh no, consultant, something just happened. It's an emergency! What happened? A woman who's really good at eating suddenly appeared. She's going to eat me out of the house and home. Look over there, that's the one. She's eaten 15 chicken cutlets in the span of 10 minutes. Weren't you the one who said I could eat as much as I wanted within the time limit? You can, but you've already eaten 15 chicken cutlets in one go. If you keep this up, I'll run out of chickens and I won't be able to operate anymore. Don't be such a drama queen. This is a rare chance for me, so I have to make sure I eat my fill. Wah! Please spare me. If we let that girl continue eating, then Aurora is going to lose way too much money today. Miss, may I have your name? My name's Sakura. Why the question? Are you planning to give me a prize? Sakura, congratulations on earning the title of King of Cutlets. I'll be taking care of you from here. Please, come with me. I quickly led Sakura away without affecting the business. Hey, didn't you say you were going to take care of me? Getting rid of me isn't that easy. What do you feel like eating? I'll treat you to any of the food here. Let me think. Thankfully, most of the food on the street market is rather cheap, so I could afford it even if Sakura really ate till she was full. In this street market, the most worthwhile food to eat would be that, right? Huh? Steamed buns. Since you said you'll treat me, then I choose to eat steamed buns. Wait a minute, aren't steamed buns a little too expensive? Weren't you the one who said you'd treat me? How can you say you'll treat me, yet quibble over the food being too expensive? But, oh, so you were lying to me. So you're that kind of person. Current balance. Do we treat her or do we give up? We'll treat her, because that's what we did in the first playthrough. Since I gave you my word, why would I go back on it now? I'll buy whatever you want. Then I won't hold back. Hey, this is really good. The skin's thin and there's lots of meat. The soup bursts out in a single bite too. It's worthy of being called the highest quality steamed buns. Please spare me. My wallet's weeping tears of blood. Sleep well, Ryan. Thanks for popping in and hanging out, bud. And just like that, Sakura managed to finish 30 steamed buns. Thank you for looking after me. I had a wonderful time eating today. You're a good person. Bye-bye. I lost 3 G's. And I got friend zoned. I could only pat my thin wallet. I really shouldn't have pretended to be rich and treat her. I'm going to starve in the days to come. So what shall we do today? Well, first up, Lulu is addicted to video games. Her quality might decrease. Bubbles is in a poor mental state, so her popularity might decrease. Okay, that's great, but how do I check what stats will go up the quickest? Would you like to request an investigation? No, I don't know what those are. Evaluation, we need a C rank for our evaluation. In order to get a C, we just need 1 or 2 points. Easy peasy. So we want quality 1300 or popularity 250. I think raising popularity is the easiest thing in the beginning. Oh god, she has like no popularity. Jesus, why not? Alright, she's gonna have to work. Popularity up by 5. Okay, so her popularity is what always seems to go up the fastest. So that's what I'm going to be investing in. Special event. Due to the sudden heavy downpour tonight, all the passerbys left, one after another, to seek shelter from the rain. Under the influence of bad weather, the number of customers have decreased. Okay, I think that's something that never happened in easy mode. So I think things like that are what make it hard mode. They'll give you less revenue because they'll give you less customers. That's insane. So that's the difference. Special event. Today, the bubble tea shop launched a new coupon marketing campaign. The moment it reached noon, I snuck out from the office to check up on how the coupons were doing. Looks like it's working quite well. It wasn't even lunchtime yet, and there was already a line forming in front of the bubble tea shop. The majority of the customers were holding coupons in their hands. I walked over to the shop to talk with Bubbles. Looks like the promotion is pretty effective. We can consider using this kind of marketing strategy again in the future. Stop patting yourself on the back. The only reason everyone came by is because the bubble tea I brew is so good. But everyone who came here was holding a discount coupon. You idiot, do you think people would go and buy some roadside rock just because you gave them a discount coupon? If the thing on offer isn't appealing, no one would bother with it no matter how much of a discount you offered. What's important here is the quality of the item. The item's quality is the most important thing, got it? Alright, if you say so. Then let me use this discount coupon to get a cup of bubble tea at the very least. No, you're not getting any discount, you stupid consultant. You're paying me full price. Aren't you being a little too mean to me? Why does the event organizer have to pay full price? As a result of the event, the shop's popularity increased by 2. Doesn't feel like it increased by 2. Because her popularity has been multiples of 5s the entire time, and that didn't change. I received a gift from a nearby neighbor, but I'm unable to finish everything on my own. So who should I share it with? Bubbles. Oh yeah. After finishing work, I walked through the evening street market. The shops had already closed, so I was the only one on the slightly creepy street. Oh, we meet again. It's you. Hey, how have you been lately? I'm alright. No, I haven't been good at all. If I say I've been alright, Sakura will probably rip me off and make me treat her till she's full. I spent all my salary, so I've been eating instant noodles the past 2 days. Whoa, that bad? Sakura thought about it for a moment, then took out a piece of paper from the collar of her kimono. Here, this is for you. What is it? Just a small present. It'll be helpful to you. You've got a stable job after all. In the future, you'll have money to treat me to a meal again. Just take it as an act of goodwill from me this time around. Don't forget to stuff me till I'm full when we next meet. I knew she had an ulterior motive. Good luck. Bye-bye. With that, Sakura disappeared into the night once more. You have obtained Sakura's gift. I don't know what Sakura's gift is, but we'll have to check. So, is it something that I could equip to this shop? A return gift after treating someone. It seems to increase the number of customers in the shop when hung outside. Alright, yeah, fine. That'll help out with generating some revenue at this shop. I don't know which shop earns me more money at the moment. All I know is that I need to keep raising Bubbles' popularity. Because it builds the quickest, which means it'll net us the most profit as well. And get us closer to a good evaluation score. Okay, so Chicken Cutlet Girl somehow earns us the most revenue, actually. Bubbles earns us the least. I gave Lulu the thing, which is pretty good, because she earns us a decent amount of revenue. So no regrets, I made the right move, I think. The first week had passed, business on the street market finally started to pick up. I met with Lulu, Aurora, and Bubbles at the frozen treats shop to discuss the week's results. Everyone's worked really hard this week. I'll treat everyone to some frozen treats. Whoa, Coco's such a nice person. In that case, I want some mango shaved ice. You think you can win me over with shaved ice? I want a banana boat ice cream. Looking at the menu is annoying. Have you guys figured out what you want? If you can't make up your mind, you can always go for the surprise me option. I'll prepare a pleasant surprise for you. I'd better not. I want strawberry shaved ice. Then I want peanut pudding. Okay, I'll prepare everyone's order. Please wait a moment. Since we placed our orders, why don't we go over this week's sales while we're waiting for them to arrive? Sounds good. Aren't our sales pretty good already? Why do we still need to review them? A review? How annoying. How can we go without a review? We've revised our marketing plan this week, so the market's sales have gone up. So of course we need to have a review. We need to continue what we've been doing well, while keeping a lookout for how to correct areas that aren't doing so well. This is how we go about saving the street market. Oh, so that's how it is, as expected of our consultant. Everyone knows that. Isn't there a way for us to earn money by doing nothing? What's with all this demoralizing talk? Who are you? A mysterious girl popped up in front of me. She was very short and wore a traditional Chinese dress with her hair styled into 2 buns on her head. Ah, you still haven't met Longer, have you, consultant? I'll introduce you. This is Longer. She's the owner of the steamed dumpling store, Suzo Steamed Dumplings, and she's a super perfectionist. So she's the owner of the steamed dumpling store. What are you talking about? Isn't an 18-fold steamed dumpling just the basics? A steamed dumpling that doesn't have 18 folds can't be called steamed dumpling. In fact, calling it one is an insult to steamed dumplings. Was there a need to get so worked up? I've come over to tell you guys that my shop sales doubled last week. It doubled! Jealous? Oh, nice. What's so amazing about it doubling? I'm not jealous or anything. No, your voice was clearly trembling. Whatever, is there a difference? What do you mean, is there a difference? Hey, buck up. Hey, don't get physical with Lulu, Longer. Lulu, how much longer are you planning to screw around? Do you enjoy being like this? The minced pork bowls that you used to make were roughly on the same standard as my steamed dumplings, right? Didn't we have a contest in front of lots of customers? What, did you lose your motivation after that one loss? Let me off the hook. Why should I work so hard? Winning or losing doesn't matter. All that matters is doing the bare minimum to earn enough for my in-game purchases. Wake up. When did you become so useless? Is it because you don't have enough money for ingredients? If you don't, I can lend you the money. I won't even ask for interest. Ah, in that case, can you lend me some money so I can gotcha? You shouldn't say such shameful things. Listen up, as my rival, I won't allow you to continue wasting away like this. I'll be watching you every day. Prepare yourself, I'm heading back to my shop. Longer furiously left after leaving her final words for Lulu. She sure is intimidating. Don't worry about it, she'll forget all of it in a couple of days. On the other hand, I think Lulu's overly calm. She may look like that, but Longer's actually a hardworking person. To maintain the quality of her steamed dumplings, Longer wakes up at 4 AM every day to prepare her ingredients. She brought over the techniques from her homeland and kept at it for many years. She has incredible determination. What's going on, Cassie? You back from an AFK? That's right, I heard that the most well-loved dishes in the past were steamed dumplings and minced pork bowls. That was when Longer and Lulu were competing in sales every day. But ever since interest in the street market died down, Lulu's become like this. No matter how you look at it, it's all because of you outsiders. Hey, don't drag me into this. I've been doing my best to help you guys. It's a problem for Lulu herself, no? Lulu, since Longer herself has said it, you should be buck up a little. No, it's too troublesome. All I need in life are games. You really are. Yep. What were you doing while you're AFK? Doing anything fun? Thanks for waiting. Everyone's frozen treats are here. Please take your time. After that, we started to discuss the results from the past week while digging into our shaved ice. Everyone, keep up the good work and remember to improve on the areas you're lacking in. We ate dessert as we chatted, and before we knew it, it was after midnight. After the discussion, they all went back to their own stores. Their review's finally over. I should go report to the president. You know what happened, Saru? I accidentally put it on hard mode. I think we'll be fine. I don't think the game is going to be that hard even on hard mode. One difference that I noticed is that sometimes at the end of a day it'll rain and then you'll get less customers, so less profit. But other than that, it doesn't seem all that difficult. You were in a VC with a friend. How come you didn't invite them here? Where are they? Tell them, check out Nico GU. He's live. Also, Saru, how's your day going? Cassie's over here having fun with friends. I've been having fun with friends in chat. We're all having fun with friends today. Meanwhile, I walked towards the president's home. I hadn't gone far when a woman in a black jacket blocked my path. This girl is one of my main complaints about the game. So during my first playthrough, it felt like she did nothing. So she's supposed to be a mafia boss who like causes problems for us. But the only thing she did was cause a fire at the end of the second month. That was it. She just did like one thing. And nothing else that she did had like relevance. This woman looked very familiar. I thought about it for a moment, then realized it was a mob boss who'd made headlines a while ago. She's definitely no kind-hearted person. Fancy running into you here. Why don't we talk somewhere quiet? I don't think I know you. Why are you here? Why is the mob boss at the street market? I'm sure it wasn't because she suddenly wanted to have a snack. Oh, isn't it normal for a local to be walking around here? Look at that anxious expression on your face. Relax. I just wanted to have a chat with you. The moon looks great tonight. Why don't we talk about something a little more romantic? Let's talk about the street market. This street market's old and broken, so it's certainly difficult being a consultant for it, right? I merely stared wryly at her instead of answering her question without knowing her intentions. Rebuilding this broken down place is simply a waste of time. You yourself must have had thought that too, right? Even if you did nothing, you'd still be able to earn your consultant fee, so you wouldn't lose out on this transaction. What was she getting at? You've had that cross look on your face this whole time. How dense? I'll come out and say it then. A certain financial group is interested in this plot of land, and they're going to start making plans to purchase it before long. If you get in their way, I can't guarantee that something won't happen. You're a smart person, so you get what I mean, right? Are you trying to threaten me? How could I? You're exaggerating. This is just a friendly warning from an acquaintance. Alright, I've said everything there is to say. There's some other things I need to take care of, so I'll be leaving first. A cold anger radiated from my body as she walked into the night. Also, guys, thanks for all the likes on the stream thus far. I see we're at 4 likes. I'm guessing that's thanks to Ryan, who went to sleep, and a few of you who are still here as well. Arigato gozaimasu. A cold anger radiated from my body as she walked into the night. I could tell that everyone was working hard during the past week to save the street market. The mob, financial corporations, what right did they have to do all of this? When you have no idea what to talk about anything. Talk about some games you've been playing lately. Talk about anime you've been watching lately. Talk about things you've been doing with your friends lately. You could talk about literally anything and I'll listen. I'll listen and contribute. Been having fun with friends as well. Gotta get ready for a thing. Why is that so vague? What thing are you getting ready for, Saru? Oh, aren't you the consultant? You scared me, so it's you. It's rare for me to see you outside of the frozen treats shop. Haha, the night air is cooler, so I won't melt if I go out for a walk. I have noticed that you've been having a lot of friends though recently, Saru. You've been having a lot of fun with friends. I don't know if I said that wrong the first time. Like, you've been collabing with Dexy, you've been collabing with Winter and them. You're doing a lot of collabs lately. Hey, I'm just joking. It's so late. Why haven't you gone home yet, consultant? Is there anything I can help you with? For a split second, Coco's warm smile gave me the urge to tell her everything that happened earlier. But everyone at the street market would probably be terrified if I told them about the mob. After careful consideration, I decided to keep it from them in order to maintain the current atmosphere. It's nothing. I was thinking of looking for the president, but after some thinking, I decided it'd be best to report to him after we've produced some results. After all, he is the owner of this land. With how hard you're working, I'm certain the street market will be a success before long. Thank you for all your kind words, but at the moment, there's still many areas that I'm lacking in. I'll do my utmost to improve. I believe that people will be rewarded as long as they put in the effort. Cheer up, consultant. I said my goodbyes to Coco and went home to sleep. However, thoughts of the mob and financial corporations lingered in my mind and kept me awake. It was time to pay the weekly rent again. The rent for this period is 50 Gs. That's not good. Because I have 50 Gs, yes, I do have it. But I don't know, man. Can we get another 50 Gs within a week? I don't think so. We only have 205. There's no way in hell we're gonna get 50 within a week. Maybe hard mode is hard. Maybe you get less customers. Yeah, we might fail, guys. Not gonna lie. We might just straight up fail. But let's see. Let's see if the team pulls through. I don't know. It ain't looking good. Got a romance boss now? Never. Hey, just focus on your inspection if that's what you need to do, you stupid consultant. Why do you have to keep staring at me? The hair ornament that you're wearing is really eye-catching. Hair ornament? What about it? It looks like it's made of a really unique material. Can I touch it? What nonsense are you talking about? How can I let you randomly touch it? A kid in my school left the country without perms? Well, I read some of that already. I didn't get to finish it, though. No need to be so uptight about it. This hair ornament is very dangerous. I advise you not to carelessly touch it. Isn't it just a hair ornament? Do you see those holes in the wall over there? I cast a glance at the wall of the bubble tea shop. Sure enough, there were several holes in it. I always thought they were marks left behind by decorations. Those holes are made by this hair ornament. Are you some modern age martial arts grandmaster? No, I'm not. It's just something I used to teach troublesome customers a little lesson. So much collab. How you feeling with all those collabs, Saru? Feeling good? Been having fun? Who are they to complain about my bubble tea being expensive before they even taste it? Alright, alright. I wouldn't have touched it even if you didn't cook up this story. I was kind of surprised to see you doing the collab with Dexy, only because I know you finished Elden Ring, and it sounded kind of like toward the end of Elden Ring that you were getting tired of it. So I was surprised to see you playing Elden Ring again. Are you, like, trying to get more trophies, or was that just like a collab thing, but you really don't want to play it? Like, are you still into Elden Ring, or? Because I thought you were gonna take a break from it, dude. I'm surprised. It was weird to see holes in the wall, so I went back to my office to fetch a poster before sticking it on the wall to cover them up. When I come to the shop the next time, I notice that more holes have appeared on another wall. I think it's best that I don't ask about the origin of these holes anymore. Uh-oh, Saru says. That kid was your friend? So what happened now? Did they get caught or no? Are they okay? What's going on with your friend? Suddenly I heard a meow. Looking closely, it turned out to be a stray cat wandering the neighborhood. Now they are gone? That's not good. We can't feed the cat. Which has never happened to us on easy mode. Alright, let's see what we're getting, Saru. If we get 2,000 a day for 7 days, we're not gonna have the 50,000 to pay the rent. Honestly, I don't think I should keep playing this. Because this is not working. I don't know why it's not working, but clearly it should be on easy mode. So we're gonna try to fix this. We're gonna load. How do I load? I could just press this. Alright, I can press this, and then we're just gonna skip everything until we get to the part. We're gonna fast forward until we get to the part where we have to make a choice. I didn't notice that the game had fast forward, because on my TV screen, it's like all the way to the edge of the screen. It's like cut off. But if it has fast forward, then that's kind of a lifesaver. Alright, here we go. So accidentally earlier I was just clicking A. So, but now I can click easy. I'm from a wealthy family. Because I just want to play for fun. I don't want to play for difficulty. Wait, I didn't mean to press that. That's fine. That's not going to be the end of the world. But we gotta build bubbles, first and foremost. Her quality, first and foremost. No new game plus bonuses? Nah, this game didn't give new game plus bonuses, believe it or not. I thought it would, because at the end of the last playthrough, they gave us, like, achievements, but also I felt like they gave us items. Alright, we're gonna skip all this, because I read this a few minutes ago. They are alive, but haven't been found. Oh, that's not good. So how do you know they're alive, then? It's kind of a mystery, isn't it? Bubbles. Share gift with Bubbles. Build friendship, romance. Alright, so let's see. The amount of money they're giving us is the same. So they're not giving us a lot of money. But the amount of money that you start with is different. So if you choose hard mode, you only start with 50,000. But if you choose easy mode, you start with 150,000. So that's the difference also. Alright, so we have to get back to day 9 because we were at day 9. So if you guys see me skipping text, it's because we already read that text during this stream. Elden Ring is fun. I want to play more. Gonna be way easier this time around. That's what's up, man. Are there things that you didn't do the first time, though, that you're aiming to do this time? Special event. I received a gift. Who should I share it with? Bubbles. The answer is always Bubbles, man. Bubbles is best girl. My lifespan is definitely going to be shortened if I keep this up. Since you've been working so hard, why don't you reward yourself? I'm going to skip all this. Because we read that earlier. It's just her saying that we could buy things from her shop later. To be honest, we could buy things from her shop right now. We have an abundance of money since we chose easy mode. We'll just buy one thing for now that's pretty cheap. Where is it? This right here, 6,000. Not bad. And we'll give it to Bubbles because her quality... Oh, I did not mean to flirt with her right now, but that's fine. We're gonna have to flirt with her eventually anyway. Alright, there you go. Her quality is up. 2 times 2,000 equals Bubbles? Are you asking about the end of the day? Like, report that they show us? I could explain the report to you if you want when they show it again. But basically, they take the quality of the ingredients that you have, or the quality of your shop, I guess you could say, and they subtract the cost that's set for the character. So Bubbles' cost right now is 1,000. So they'll do quality, take away 1,000, and then they'll multiply that by popularity, and that's how you get your revenue. So, and I think there's also like customers, number of customers, which is kind of like random. But let's publicize to build popularity. What's going on, David? How you doing today? But yeah, like if you look at the chart here, it's the quality, which we could change. We could increase the quality, take away the cost. We could decrease the cost, but that's kind of not so easy to do. You have to either use items or get like certain story events. And then popularity, you multiply after you do your subtraction. And popularity you could increase easily. And that dictates income. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Leonardo! Happy 10th, man. The server I'm playing SCP SL on keeps on getting dosed. I think we read this already as well, right? Yeah, we read this already. Do I want to give her money? Yeah, we read this already as well today. We just got to get to day 9 and then I can start reading again. Her quality is 1,000. Everything equals bubbles, but thanks anyway. Everything equals bubbles. That's what you were basing it on? Bro, everything does equal bubbles though. I stand by what I said. I 100% stand by what I said. DDoS? What does that mean? What does all of these terms mean? I don't know what SCPSL is, and I don't know what DDoS is. I'm not a man of acronyms. Overloading the server with information to lag it out or crash it? Oof. Big oof. And what's this SCPSL game? Oh, there's a downpour? I thought that wouldn't happen in easy mode, because I don't remember it happening during the first playthrough. I guess that does happen, eh? Special event. I received a gift. Who will I share it with? Bubbles, bro. Okay. Is this when the mafia girl shows up? Nah, it's when that girl gives us something suspicious. No, it's actually she gives us something helpful. She's gonna give us this Sakura's gift, which will rope in more customers. Who was that girl in the animated cutscene? Was it Chicken Cutlet Girl? They don't look the same. It was Chicken Cutlet Girl. Come on, Saru. She got the big old pie. That's your that's your clue right there. Alright, this is where he tries to give Bubbles the coupon. She says, no, I ain't taking your coupon. You're paying full price. We read that earlier. Let's look at today's revenues. Revenue up, up, up. Slowly but surely. The first week passed. Alright, we just finished the first week a few seconds ago. Before I restarted this bad boy. Alright, they took the 50,000 from week 1. Ooh, okay, I read that. I'm caught up with chat. Yay me. Alright, Saru, in a few minutes, we're gonna get the first Bubbles event. I could do it now. I don't think you ever got to see that. I'm not sure. So let's do the first bubble event. Since it's unlocked, it'll get us 8,000 Gs. It had been a while since I'd accepted the street market job. Let's go and inspect the operations of each story today. I'm going to start with hers first. When I arrived at the bubble tea shop, there weren't many people lining up despite it being noon. Bubbles was watching the shop on her own. Seems like her business wasn't doing well. I walked over to Bubbles and greeted her. Hi, how's business today? Bubbles looked the other way in silence. Was she unable to hear me because it was too noisy? Hello? In addition to raising my voice, I also waved my hands before her eyes. You're annoying. Do you really need to speak so loudly? You didn't respond when I talked to you just now, so I thought you couldn't hear me. I heard you. Then why didn't you say anything? None of your business. The atmosphere seemed to have taken a turn for the worse. Compared to the other girls, Bubbles seemed to harbor an inexplicable hostility towards me. I had to tread very carefully to avoid a direct confrontation with her. Either way, it's good that you've noticed me. Let's talk business. How are the shop sales for today? Why should I tell you? How the shop does is my business. Why? Because asking you is part of my job. I'm the street markets consultant. Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to know how everyone is doing so that I can help improve the street market's business. I see. So, please tell me how your shop's been doing today. Please talk to me about any difficulties you might be facing when it comes to running your business too. You don't need to pretend. Huh? You have a nice sounding title, like consultant, but in reality, you're just a liar who's only here to eat and drink for free. I've seen lots of people like you. Wait a minute, I'm not here to freeload. My business consultancy sent me here to do my job. Since you want to talk about doing your job, then you should make a cup of bubble tea instead. That's not what I meant. When I said job, I wasn't referring to cooking. I was talking about business and marketing. A shop's ability to earn money isn't just dependent on their ability to make something tasty like your bubble tea. It's also dependent on their ability to market themselves and manage the cost of their ingredients. Although I don't know how to brew a cup of bubble tea, I can help you to analyze the price of your bubble tea and determine whether a majority of your customers would be willing to buy it at that price. I'm also good at marketing and promotions. These two things can help to increase a customer's awareness of your shop and consequently increase your revenue. To put it simply, I'm like a doctor. I come up with suggestions for your shops that are having trouble earning money. Since the street market isn't able to earn money, that means it's an ailing patient. I'm here to diagnose it and come up with a solution. That sounds nice on paper, but you don't even know how to brew a cup of bubble tea. If you're just going to mouth off, then you might as well sell XXX instead of bothering me. Don't say that. There seems to be a misunderstanding between the two of us. Can we talk it out? What's there to talk about? Talking to you is just a waste of my time. I won't accept from someone who's not in the same industry as I am. I've got customers, so I'm going to attend to them. How about you let me help you? It must be a lot of work for you to tend to the shop all by yourself. Stop bothering me. You're obstructing my business. She then went to attend to her customers with a roll of her eyes. What's up with her attitude? She was supposed to be a beauty, so why were her words as prickly as a hedgehog? Although I was compelled to say something, it wouldn't look good to argue in front of the customers, so I might as well just stop here for today. It was very common to come across partners who are very overly cautious in this line of job. Looks like I need to put in more effort to properly build up Bubbles' trust toward me. Cassie says, earlier today I was playing Just Dance. Bro, I don't know what I went through my head to think it was a good idea to play mostly extreme songs. I think I haven't seen people play that game in like years upon years upon years. Like I remember someone was playing it, I think at one of their parties that I went to. And that must have been like 8 years ago, man. It was a long time ago. I forgot that game was a thing. What you have to play is the Mario dance game. The Mario DDR game. That's what you want to play. She's on to you? Bro, she ain't on to me, Saru. She thinks I'm there to freeload, but I'm there for her, man. I'm there to, I want to take her out, man. Get some steamed dumplings like we did yesterday. You know what I just noticed? That she has a single legging on her right leg. Bro, how did I not notice that before? What the F? Did you notice that before, Saru? Am I the only one? I didn't notice, my guys. No, we don't want to chat right now. We want to give out flyers. We fed the cat and we gained reputation. Alright, Bubbles right now is our top earner. Because of her popularity, most likely. She has 2, and the other one is lower. Oh, really? I didn't even notice. Look at you, Saru. Being the king of detail. This is just like yesterday when we talked about shiny Pokemons. A shiny Bubbles has appeared. Hey, just focus on your inspection if that's what you need to do, you stupid consultant. Why do you keep staring at me? Oh, we read this a little while ago. They're gonna talk about her hair ornaments, yada yada. I ain't reading that again today. Special event. Upon hearing a commotion, I discovered that a drunk customer is causing a ruckus in the shop. Spend $2,000 to get him a cab home? Yes, and my reputation will increase. How do you win this game, Saru? As you can tell, our money is increasing drastically. Why? Because we're increasing Bubbles' popularity. So what's the secret to this game? Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Although to be fair, they did tell me that I should focus on increasing the quality of Lulu's food, which is kind of true because Lulu does also earn a lot of money with her quality up. So I should probably do some Lulu and then come back to Bubbles. Cash may come and go, but your reputation is forever. Exactly. And kitties being your friends, that's forever, my guy. Aurora slashed her prices, so we lost 208. I shook my head at the income statement. We need money to advertise more and also more advertisements to actually earn more. It was a typical cycle of issues, and right now rent is already devastatingly expensive. In that case, I have some good news for you. What good news? I have a friend who chanced upon an unexpected windfall. If we're lucky, we might be able to convince him to help out the street market. How about it? Want to give it a shot? Yes. Yeah, we really are short on money. It'd be great if we could get his help. Okay, I'll help you get in touch with him. Give me a moment. He said he's never heard of our street market, so he's only willing to offer us $3,000 in support. I feel like he's just doing that to patronize us. Well, it's better than nothing. We got $3,000 from her friend. I feel like the first playthrough they might have given more. I could be wrong. Bubbles is almost at her second event. You know what? I'll play with Bubbles a bit more just to get her to the second event, and then we gotta invest some in Lulu since she's a big profit earner. Now Bubbles' popularity is going up by 6. Dang, maybe we should stick with Bubbles then. Upon my arrival at the bubble tea shop today, I was met by the sight of Bubbles sighing in front of the computer. It's gotten lower again. What's wrong? Is there something I can help you with? The number of hits have dropped again. The number of hits on the fan page have dropped by a lot ever since the last update. I did my best to write up an article and post it, but only 3 people liked it, of which one was me and the other was you. I'll need to pay for advertising if I want people to see my article. But the whole reason I'm doing marketing in the first place is because I'm not earning enough money. So I don't have the freedom to spend money on ads. To top it off, they're really expensive too. Yeah, running the fan page has been pretty difficult lately. Hey, aren't you in charge of marketing? So isn't the fan page's low views your responsibility? How can you say something as irresponsible as this? You really are a stupid consultant. That is definitely the case. Here, I'll teach you some tricks. That's more like it. First of all, you have to write about something that resonates with people. Take for instance that article you wrote on the fan page that talks about the different kinds of tea leaves. Not only did you use complicated words, your paragraphs are all squished together, making it look like there's lots of words. At the moment, it looks way too much like an academic paper. There's no way this kind of writing will attract anyone's interest. That's because they don't care about improving. How can they ignore it just because the article is a little long? I refuse to write nonsense just to please everyone. I'm not asking you to write nonsense, I'm just telling you to write articles that are about daily living. There's also this other trick. You have to watch over your article once you've published it. Watch over my article? What do you mean by that? You mean like watching over the pearls while you cook them to make sure they don't stick to the pot? That's right, it's something like that. According to the algorithm, the greater number of likes and responses your article receives after it's been published, the more exposure it will receive. So increasing your interaction with fans by replying to them is very important. You should spend a little more time watching over your posts. I never expected it to be so involved. How troublesome. I never had to bother with these things before I started marketing, but now I have a whole host of problems to deal with. After listening to my explanation, Bubbles went off to work while still mumbling to herself. Had she seriously been listening to what I've been saying? I found a customer's wallet in the street. Apart from finding an ID, there was quite a lot of money inside. What should I do? Return it to the owner. And they gave us a reward and our reputation went up. Yeah, that's Aurora. Why does she look different? Let me see if I could pin that down for you. Maybe it's because you can't really see the headphones? I mean, the hairstyle is a little similar. I don't know if they showed her headphones and the rubber ducky hairpin in the animation. But for the most part, the rest is pretty similar. Alright, so next Bubbles event. The bubble tea shop's doing really badly. I was looking through the business report sent over by the president in my office. The bubble tea shop wasn't doing well, yet Bubbles refused to cooperate. I really need to go and have a talk with her. I arrived at the bubble tea shop, and as usual, Bubbles was looking after the store. You again? I saw your income statement from last month. Your shop isn't doing well at all. What does my business have to do with you? Don't be in such a rush to get angry. This time around, I've come up with a plan to help you. I took out a finely crafted business planner. After analyzing your business, I've come up with what I feel is the best way to market your business, and I've written it in this business planner. Please, have a look at it. We can talk about the details later. I handed the business planner over to Bubbles, but she had absolutely no intention of reaching out to accept it. What's there to look at? You people and your sensationalist marketing. It's all a bunch of nonsense designed to cheat people of their money. People like you are the cause of increased food safety incidents. Get lost. Bubbles is love, Bubbles is life. You finally understand, Cassie. Do you have a favorite character, Cassie? Would you rather I choose Lulu or Chicken Girl? Who's your favorite character? You've got it wrong. I'm not trying to do any dishonest advertising. How about this? The business planner is really thick, and it'll probably take a long while to read through. So I'll summarize its contents for you now. I've spent the past few days researching price points, and I've found that bubble tea tends to be on the more expensive side for things. Of course, I use genuine ingredients, so the production cost is higher as well. I understand your insistence on using quality ingredients, so my suggestion is for you to have weekday promotions to market your products. For example, on Mondays you could offer a 30% discount on all of your bubble tea. Something like, come get a cup of bubble tea to cure your Monday blues. Might work as your marketing slogan. I've run the numbers, and although offering a discount would lower your profit margin, you'd still be able to break even by selling more cups of bubble tea at a lower price point. You can also use this as an opportunity to increase your shop's reputation and attract some new customers. Sounds like a pretty good suggestion, right? And here I was wondering what you had to say. It looks like this is the best you can come up with. The bubble tea I sell uses the highest grade tea leaves and the best fresh milk that money can buy. All you have to do is use genuine ingredients in your products and you'll have repeat customers. Rather than using the money to print posters, wouldn't it be better to invest every cent on the ingredients instead? I don't need your marketing plan. But if you don't come up with any marketing plan, other bubble tea shops with a marketing plan will steal all your business away from you. Customers who get hoodwinked by all these fancy advertisements to rant righteously. What I hate the most are those rotten shops outside who only care about the short-term benefits. The drinks that they make are terrible, but they come up with all sorts of misleading marketing campaigns. They do up pretty posters and use buzzwords like handmade and locally grown to fool customers into buying their drinks. When customers are fooled by them, they end up losing faith in small shops like mine. When that happens, they'll turn to franchises to buy their drinks instead. I've seen this sort of thing happen many times in the past. In this industry, the most important thing is the quality of your ingredients. You have to work from the beginning by coming up with a genuinely good product to attract customers to buy from you. And give those dishonest shops a huge slap on the face while you're at it. So I won't use your business planner. I won't act like those degenerates outside and use marketing to wrap my drinks up in a pretty little bow. I refuse to become that kind of person. I understand where you're coming from, but this is the era of attention-grabbing economics. Doesn't matter how good your product is, if customers don't take notice of it, because of this, they're not even going to have the chance to try it. If the world has become a place where you have to puff yourself up to attract customers, then I'd rather just close down. I'm not interested in this sensationalist type of doing business. Although I had a lot of things to refute her with, in that split second I was stunned by Bubbles' powerful presence. You're hearing this, Saru? She's stunned. He's stunned by her conqueror's haki. This must be what was known as the craftsman's spirit. She took pride in her products, so she was able to emit such an overwhelming aura. After mulling over it for a while, I parted my lips to speak. I understand. But just because I understand where you're coming from, it doesn't mean that I agree with what you've said. As a consultant, I'll come up with a way to make you understand that marketing isn't a sin. Instead, this is a necessary part of doing business. You're a dishonest one. Are you still planning on arguing with me? Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I wanted to have a chat with you last time, but you didn't bother with me. I finally managed to talk with you today, so I'm very happy. You've obviously just been scolded, but you're feeling happy? Are you unwell? I'll come up with an even better marketing plan next time and use it to win you over. That's not happening. I'll never spend money on marketing. Forget about it. I didn't respond to Bubbles' provocation. Instead, I gave her a deep bow. Then I left the bubble tea shop. The job I have taken up this time seems like it'll be rather difficult to accomplish, but this was the sort of challenge that a professional consultant should face. Clenching my fists tightly, I made my way back to the office. Bubbles and Lulu? What do you like about Bubbles and what do you like about Lulu? Alright, so Lulu, we gotta raise her quality, is what they suggested. And it goes up by 5, so that's fair. If it's gonna raise quickly, we may as well. I think later on it slows down and it only goes up by like 2. But if it's going up quick now, then heck yeah, we'll invest in that. It looks like some bloggers have written food reviews, which has attracted a large number of tourists to come here. The number of customers today has increased. Heck yeah, there will be an event called Crossout Day. Nice. All right. Special event. You know, there's places selling minced pork bowls wherever you go, but your minced pork bowls stand head and shoulders above the rest. What makes them so good? That's a trade secret. Want to know my secret? I can tell you if you're interested. Go for it. I've kept all of my secret knowledge over there. So you're saying I can learn how to make minced pork bowls by being a pirate? Stop messing around. Hurry up and tell me the secret behind this magical minced pork bowl of yours. Alright, I'll show you mercy and tell you since you asked so sincerely. Right. Hurry up and tell me. Actually, I just wanted to see what it'd be like to say that line. I walked over to the outlet next to the computer and grabbed the power supply plug. Stop messing around and tell me. Don't do anything rash. Calm down. We can talk things out. Like I thought. She would only get serious if I did this. Sigh. What a pain. Truth be told, there's nothing special. Look, since it's called a minced pork bowl, the pork part of it is the most important part. First, you have to carefully select fat streaked pork that still has the skin attached. If possible, it's best to use the pig's hind legs. That part of the pig has equal proportions of lean and fat meat. It's the most suitable. If you're going to say something, say all of it. Don't just stop halfway. Alright. After you're done mincing the meat, place some sliced garlic into the wok and use some oil to bring out the aroma. Next, add in the minced pork. Keep frying it until its aroma starts to come out too. That's when you know you've cooked it enough. This part's the most troublesome. When you're done frying the minced pork, add water, marinade, star anise, white pepper, fennel, citron pepper, and so on into the mix. Lastly, stew it slowly under a low flame. At this point, you can also play video games while you wait. You're done once the juices and marinade have all evaporated. Lulu probably would be like me, with money. How is Lulu with money, though? I don't think they talk about how she is with money much. She earns money, but she also doesn't really know how to manage money. Bubbles is love, Lulz is life. Yes, yes. Cassie, this stream has taught you well. So that's how it is. I'm very curious about something. Why do you have to go out of your way to select meat that still has skin on it for your minced pork? Because it contains colloids. When you're stewing the meat, the colloids within the skin will be released, giving the minced pork a natural creamy taste. This is something no cornstarch can do. Okay, I'm done with my explanation. Cooking minced pork bowl is really simple. It's so simple, I wonder why other people don't do it themselves. I did not find that simple at all, but it was a widely accepted fact that Lulu made delicious minced pork bowls, so she ought to maintain her excellent quality. Upon hearing a commotion, I discovered that a drunk customer was causing a ruckus. Get him a cab home. So she does have the rubber ducky in her hair in the animation. I don't know. It's definitely Aurora though. Since there weren't many customers in the morning, I sat down in the frozen treat shop and thought about the next stage of the plan. The next stage. Oh, let me switch postures. The previous all-you-can-eat for free promotion was very successful, but now we are going to need more promotion to keep the popularity up. Thanks for the hard work. Have some pickled green mangoes. Their sour flavor will perk up your spirits. Here. Thank you. I chewed on sweet and sour candied green mango while writing down some inspirations. During the afternoon, Aurora, Bubbles, and Lulu came to the frozen treats shop. Consultant, we're here. You better have a good reason for calling me all the way out here. I do. Please have a seat, everyone. I'm going to tell you about our marketing plan. Marketing? Weren't your previous marketing efforts enough? Why do we need to market ourselves again? I want to go back and play games. Since last time's marketing went well, we obviously have to strike while the iron's hot. We'll miss our opportunity once interest dies down. I've thought of a new marketing event. It's an event that all Taiwanese people will love. I pulled out my notebook that was completely filled with writing and pushed it towards them to see. That's a combined point view. The event's very simple. All you need to do is spend 49G at any stall, and you'll be given 1 point. Once you've collected 3 points, you'll be able to redeem a selected dish from any of the stalls. Taiwanese people love collecting points, and with the low cost required to earn points, the popular stalls can help increase the popularity of other stalls too, in turn increasing the sales of the entire street market. It sounds pretty good. It'll definitely help everyone. Alright, let's start a new wave of promotions for our next event. Today was the first day of a combined point event. The reputation built up from the previous promotion alongside intense advertising for this one attracted a lot of customers to the street market. Alright, whose shop should we visit first? I think we could only visit 2. Let's start with Bubbles. I'll go check up on Bubbles first. I walked towards the bubble tea shop, the secret shop. I saw a large crowd in front of the store. Oh, business looks really good. Bubbles was extremely busy and had to run back and forth between the preparation area to make bubble tea and the counter to serve the customers. Although she was incomparably busy, I could see the hint of a smile on her face. I can't believe she's smiling. Since I found it rather surprising, I stood a short distance away and watched her. After a while, Bubbles seemed to notice something. She suddenly looked up and glanced my way. Our eyes met. Ah. I wanted to say something, but she reacted quicker. Her smile instantly disappeared when she saw me. Her expression dropped as she glared at me. Hey, is there a need to be like that? I squeezed through the crowd and into the shop. The shop's busy enough as it is. Why are you here? I obviously came here to see how I could help. Bubbles glared at me, pouted, then went back to preparing the drinks. Help? The idiotic consultant is asking how to help? Don't you only know how to mouth off? I've always been the only one looking after this store. These few customers are nothing to me. Ah. While Bubbles was talking to me, she accidentally pushed over a cup of bubble tea that wasn't sealed yet. The drink spilled all over the floor. Ah, why did this have to happen at a time like this? Leave it to me. Go take care of the customers. I volunteered to do the cleaning and finally finished after a while. I returned the rinsed cleaning cloth and mop to Bubbles. See, isn't it a lot easier having another person around to help? All you did was help clean up a little, and you're acting so smug? I'm not just helping with cleaning. If it wasn't for my marketing idea, do you think your shop would have so many customers? You're talking nonsense. The reason why there are so many customers is because my bubble tea tastes good. It has nothing to do with you, you stupid consultant. Not one bit. Stop trying to praise yourself. I wasn't acknowledged even after working so hard. Alright then, I won't ask you to participate in the next marketing event. I'll only include Aurora and Lulu in the future. The two of them appreciate my efforts, unlike a certain someone. Oh, what? How can you leave me out? No, you can't do that. But it's not like the marketing event has any effect on your shop's sales, right? Didn't you just say that? What I meant was, since your business is doing well, I won't disturb you. Wait a minute. The street market is of one mind and body. That's right. The street market is a collective. Everyone has to participate in events, so you're not allowed to exclude me. Didn't you say something like we had to improve everyone's sales? Since that's the case, you'll regret it if you leave me out. You'll definitely regret it. So you can't leave me out of events, got it? Alright, I got it. I snickered silently when I saw Bubbles' embarrassed look. I stayed in the bubble tea shop a while longer to survey the customers. After ensuring that everything was going smoothly, I turned to leave. This is for you. Take it. What are you zoning out for? Hurry up and take it. Bubbles handed me a cup of bubble tea. I took the bubble tea and noticed a tag that said 75% ice, 50% sugar. Was this not what I asked for the first time I came here? So Bubbles remembered my preferences. I smiled. I had finally gotten closer to her. Why are you smiling at a cup of bubble tea? It's disgusting. Can't I be happy I got a cup of bubble tea from you? There's no such thing as a free meal. You need to pay for that cup of bubble tea. Pay up. It's 100G. That's too expensive. Stop nagging me. It's the shop owner's special blend, so of course it's going to be more expensive. Any objections? Alright. I could only hand Bubbles some money. You have lost 100G. Thank you for your patronage. Bubbles smiled craftily, then went back to work with a smug look. I guess I'm a long way from winning her over. Affection with Bubbles increased by 5. Alright, next let's go to Minced Pork Bowl. I think I actually didn't do Minced Pork Bowl the first time I played the game. I think I did Aurora. So let's see something new. As expected, she's the one I'm most worried about. I walked toward the Minced Pork Bowl shop. Yes, pork bowls. When I entered the shop, I saw that it was surprisingly full. Oh, and looks like business is finally getting better. I looked around for Lulu in order to praise her, only to see her running towards me. Consultant, save me, I'm finished, I'm going to die. What's wrong? I quickly dragged Lulu into the kitchen so she wouldn't startle the customers. It's the end of me, what should I do? Calm down and speak a little slower, what happened? Don't tell me, you forgot how to cook rice. Or maybe you forgot how to stew meat. Did you miscount your money? There's no time left. No time? Aren't the customers outside calmly waiting for their turn? There's a television in the shop and everyone's busy watching the evening news. No one's rushing you. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just relax and take your time to prepare the food. That's not what I meant. Lulu's voice became softer and softer until she finally lowered her head. Then what is it? I can only help you if you tell me what the problem is. I'm almost out of time to participate in the event. But there's no other event being held in the street market today? There's a limited time event in-game for a rare item. Huh? You thinking about games even at a time like this? But it's a limited time event that comes only once a month. If you log in and defeat monsters during this time, you'll be given a rare item in-game, and I really want that item. Lulu was only excited when she talked about games. I've been looking forward to this day for a really long time now. Why do you have to pick today of all days to hold the event? So you're blaming me now, but this has nothing to do with me. It doesn't matter. In another 10 minutes, the event's going to start, and here I am trapped in this store. No, I have to find a way out of this. Alright, that's what I'll do. Lulu leaped up and ran out of the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, the shop is closed for today. Please get... Blurp. Please wait, everyone. Have some tea and your meal will be out shortly. Let go of me. Don't stop me. Have you gone mad? What's all this about closing now? What kind of shop closes during peak hours? But I won't be able to play if I don't close the shop. I'm the guild leader, and the one with the highest level. Everyone's counting on me to fight the monster. I can't betray everyone's expectations. So you're that strong. No, wait, you still can't close the shop. Let me close the shop. You can do business anytime. But that rare item won't always be around. What kind of logic is that? Even if it can't be helped, you're still putting the cart before the horse. However, Lulu was still throwing a tantrum. The only thing she had yet to do was roll on the floor like a little kid. Forget it. My life's over if I can't get it. Who acts like that? I found the situation both funny and infuriating. Lulu truly made me speechless with her obsession with video games. No matter what, I couldn't allow her to just close the shop. The seats were completely full. I had to find a way to make Lulu take care of the customers. What should I do? Lulu, didn't you say you wanted to borrow some money from Longer for in-game purchases? Did you borrow any money from her in the end? I didn't. Longer said that the spending money on online games is something only the homeless and destitute would do. So she chased me off after giving me a big scolding. So you don't have any money now, right? That's right. You don't have any money, so all the more reason for you to earn money now. Think about it. There are over 20 people sitting outside. If you earned 100 G off of each person, wouldn't that be over 2,000 total? Wouldn't 2,000 be enough for you to do a round of gacha? Ah, that's true. I put my hands on Lulu's shoulders. Lulu, the ones sitting outside aren't customers anymore. They're gems. 100 G, 100 G, 100 G. Do you see it now? All of them are walking bags of cash. Oh. Seeing the flames in Lulu's eyes, I quickly kept at it. After taking care of the customers outside, you wouldn't have to put up with Longear's insults any longer. And you'll have the money to buy lots of things in-game. Feeling motivated now? If you are, then hurry up and hop to it. Finish serving up all the food before the in-game event starts. In-game purchases. I want in-game purchases! With my encouragement, Lulu finally leaped into action and quickly began preparing the minced pork bowls and side dishes. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and help me. I need to help out too? That's right. The game's going to start soon, so hurry up and help me with this. Do you play any gacha games, Cassie? I merely wanted to encourage her, but somehow I ended up dragging myself into it as well. After Lulu and I worked hard to serve all the customers, she happily went back to the kitchen to continue playing her game. Ooh, rare items and in-game purchases, here I come. What do I do with you? I took a deep breath. It was a rare experience. From now on, I will use doing business will earn you money to wail to motivate Lulu to work hard. Alright, time to pay our weekly rent again. Says we need popularity 300 or quality 1450, it seems. Well, quality is 150 plus 1029, which is 1179 plus 99. Yeah, I think we could get quality up. Not really. I paid Gacha Club though. What's Gacha Club like? I've never heard of that game. I play Genshin, as you already know, but I'm free to play. And that's the only gacha that I play. I tried Azure Lane Crosswave, which is Azure Lane on the PS4, kind of a different version from the, I guess, main game. Couldn't really get into it. It was a lot of talking, which, you know, I usually like talking games like this one. But with the Azure Lane one, I expected more combat, and I didn't really get that. The combat was very short. And also, half the time, I just didn't know what they were talking about. So, I gave up on Azure Lane. A mysterious cook has appeared in the moonless, windy night. I'm a cook who's been traveling the world in search of delicacies. I challenge you to a cooking battle. Let's do the bubble tea challenge. I think our bubble tea quality is better than anything else. After the fierce cooking showdown, the quality of the shop increased by 5. I think we could have chosen anything and we wouldn't have really lost. But oh well, I chose bubble tea. Suddenly I heard a meow. Looking closely, it turned out to be a stray cat wandering the neighborhood. Yes, I will feed him. Consultant, things aren't looking good. There's a quarrel at the street market. At this rate, they're going to scare away all the customers. I hurried over to the scene and saw two people arguing over a seat. Spend money to resolve the issue or just calm them down? We could just calm them down, I think. Excuse me, for my sake, could the two of you please not argue here? That's right. Don't you know you're disturbing other people? Blah, blah, blah. The other shopkeepers chimed in, so the troublemakers could only leave awkwardly. With everyone's help, you have successfully passed the hurdle. Oh, yeah. Special event. Today's minced pork bowl tastes different than usual. Did you adjust the recipe? The recipe's working just fine, and changing it would be too troublesome, so of course I'm still using it. But it tastes different. I'm just using a new type of soy sauce. This new soy sauce is hootie sauce. The soybean taste is really strong. Here, have a whiff. I walked closer to have a whiff. The new sauce smelled very fresh and not overly salty. It smells high quality. Is it expensive? It's around the same price as CP, but this new sauce comes in a bigger bottle. One bottle of this lets you stay at home for a month before you have to go out and get another. So you changed your sauce because you wanted to be lazy? As expected of Lulu, she was lazy to the bone. Let's put that aside for now. Soy sauce is the marinade's base. A good soy sauce will give the marinade a nice aroma. Minced meat that's made with good soy sauce gives you the same feeling as if you were watching a well-done anime. You could eat 3 whole bowls of rice while you're watching it. Don't pair anime and rice together. Gacha Club is a dress-up game in a sense. It's whole I make for my OC for my videos. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I think there's another dress-up game that I heard about and my friend Chuya posted in my Discord. It's called Nikki. Something Nikki. And they have a game that's going to come out on PS4 that's like more of an adventure game, it looks like, called Infinity Nikki. Now that's a beautiful game. I don't know if you've ever checked it out. I recommend checking it out though if you like dress-up games and stuff like that and cute girls. I tried using the method you told me about, but no matter how I cooked it, I still couldn't make it taste the same as the ones you make. If just anyone could randomly cook up something that tastes as good as what I make, I wouldn't need to open this shop. But you clearly aren't working either way. Aren't you playing video games right now? No, there's 24 hours in a day. I only spent 8 of those hours playing video games. Isn't that a full 30% of your time spent playing video games? Don't think you can make it sound like you spend less time playing video games by converting it to hours. Tsk. Let's put that aside for now. Tell me what I did wrong. Get me a cup of water first. I'm really thirsty. Isn't your water bottle sitting on the corner? But it takes too much effort to get up. I could only get Lulu a cup of water. Lulu drank, then finally answered my question. Tell me, what's the biggest difference between these 2 minced pork bowls when you eat them? It feels like it isn't fragrant enough. Did you add rock sugar to your marinade? I did. I followed the measurements that were listed in the recipe to the letter. The problem could be that it didn't caramelize. Before adding rock sugar, you first have to cook it for a little while. Once the sugar water has turned brown, and you can smell that it's been caramelized, you can add the needed amount of caramel into the marinade. This way, not only will the minced pork bowl be sweet, it'll also have a faintly sweet aroma. So that's how it is. I've learned something today. In general, Northerners prefer saltier food, while Southerners like sweeter food. So in the future, if I plan to start a branch, I'll need to take the region's taste into consideration and adjust the levels of saltiness accordingly. Don't think about opening another one when you can't even manage this one. Okay. What day is it in game? We should be on the 3rd week. Special event. There's a large influx of customers today, which seems to be a great opportunity to gain some publicity. Yeah, let's publicize. Increases our popularity and it's very cheap. She's got the headphones too. So Saru didn't recognize her, but all the signs were there that it was an Aurora. I will purchase the flyer. And I will equip the flyer to Aurora. And I'll keep building Lulu's quality. I think Lulu's quality is about high enough that we'll get a passing grade for quality. Oh, her quality isn't going up by much now. Now it's only going up by 2. So it's slowed down. What if we increase popularity? Popularity goes up by 4. That's pretty decent. I'll take those gains. Alright, day 19. Special event. One of the walls in the minced pork bowl shop was littered with awards and photos. Hey, were all these awards given to you? What do you think? You didn't just grab them off the internet? How could I? In the past, this shop used to be a famous award-winning shop. It's like Longer has always been saying, the minced pork bowl and steamed dumpling shop used to be rivals in the past. Both sides were evenly matched and sparks would fly every day as the two of you competed in sales. That's all in the past. Why do you make it sound like it's something that would never happen again? Isn't this shop still around? All you need to do is take half of your passion for video games and you'll be set. I'm working very hard. It's not enough. How could it possibly be enough when you're always so lazy? I grabbed Lulu's hand and raised it up like a victorious boxer to motivate her. Let's work hard together. Come on, shout it out with me. I can do it. I can do it! Too soft. One more time. I can do it! I can do it! According to my past experience as a consultant, frequently talking to yourself had a motivating effect. Really? Because if you talk to yourself like outside in real life, people are just gonna think you're crazy, not motivated. After making Lulu repeat the sentence a few times, I could sense that Lulu was finally starting to get motivated. Oh, it feels like my power is surging forth from the depths of my body. That's right, use that strength to revitalize yourself. With this strength, I'll definitely be able to pull an SSR card. Don't use it on that. Suddenly I heard a meow. Yes, we will feed the cat and grow our reputation. Seems like Sakura's charm that she gave us adds 20 to popularity. It didn't say how much it raised it by, but it seems like it's raising it by 20. Found a customer's wallet. We're gonna return it. Aurora slashed her prices again. It had been a month since I accepted the street market case. The street market had made quite a few adjustments based on my suggestions. This afternoon I arrived at the street market to observe the situation once again. Let's slack off a little while it's still light out. Welcome, it's rare for you to have the time to visit my shop, consultant. Would you like to have some mango shaved ice today? You're still just as polite as ever. I'll have that then, thanks. After a while, Coco brought over a beautifully decorated dessert. Just as I picked up the spoon, the curtains at the entrance of the frozen treat shop was pushed to the side. I'm coming in. Eh? The consultant's here too? You're Longer from the steamed dumpling shop, right? You remembered my name. Not bad, not bad. I heard the street market has been doing a lot better lately. It's all thanks to the consultant. The consultant's our benefactor. No, it's all thanks to everyone's hard work that the street market has turned things around. But a word of advice, based on my past experience, I found that if you want to do something, well, the most important aspect is the human component. The ability to understand the hearts of others and the ability to grasp how the situation can play out are both principles that have been present since ancient times. That sounds rather abstract. Wait, what longer means is that not only do you have to pay attention to the street market's finances, you have to keep an even closer eye on your relations with the shopkeepers. If you don't interact with them enough, your ability to work together will drop as well. Accounting figures are cold, but feelings among people are warm. The most beautiful thing in Taiwan is human interaction. Please don't forget that, consultant. Thanks for your advice. Both Longer and Coco had been doing business on the street market for many years. Their suggestions were of great aid to the future marketing plan. I should spend more time with them in the future. I said this to myself as I left the frozen treats shop. It was time to pay the weekly rent again. 50 G's. We're good for it, man. We're making 17 G's a day now. What shall we do today? It's a good question. Do we keep raising the popularity of this girl, or should we go back to doing Bubbles things? I think it's fine if we keep doing this girl. Like month 2 and month 3 are basically gonna be Bubbles for the most part. But what we're doing here is laying the foundation of the business to make sure we get profit. Longer came to the shop shortly after it opened for the day. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Don't you need to open your shop today? Checking up on Lulu doesn't take much effort. Hey, give me one minced pork bowl. Alright. Answer properly. You shouldn't sound so dispirited. You're not some wet tissue. What's that? A minced pork bowl was brought over. The finely diced minced meat looked delicious, covering the rice. Let's dig in. Lulu picked up her chopsticks and stabbed it at the very center of the minced pork bowl, as if she was committing murder. Then she began to mix. You mix it? Eh, of course, you need to mix it when you're eating minced pork bowl. Aren't you supposed to take a mouthful of minced pork and then another mouthful of rice? What are you talking about? Minced pork bowls obviously have to be stirred so that the marinade can cover every grain of rice. That's how you get the best flavor out of it. Wouldn't that make it very oily? You're a strange one. Even if you ate them separately, wouldn't the amount of oil in your belly still be the same? That's true, Lulu. How would you eat it? A minced pork bowl obviously has to be eaten while you're playing video games. How else are you supposed to eat it? I knew it. Then I used my phone to post what had just happened on the street market's fan page. Somehow it attracted a lot of attention to it. It was as popular and as controversial as a news report on a 21st century religious war. Eating minced pork bowls ended up being split into two schools of thought. Ones who mixed their minced pork bowl and ones who ate it separately. I did not expect so many different ways to eat a simple minced pork bowl. Lulu's popularity has increased. Get that dough? That's what it's about. And then, like, in the third month for sure, you can focus more on, like, flirting and trying to build a relationship. Second month, a little bit. But the first, like, month and a half, it's all about the profit. All about the revenue. Do we want to call a drunk a cab home? Yes, we do. Increase our reputation. The whole game only gives you 3 months in game, which you probably already know since I've been streaming it like all week. But it's a very short game, 6 hours for one playthrough. Okay, so her popularity isn't going up much anymore. Let's try this one. Aurora's popularity will go up only by 3. How about her quality? Quality will go up by 4. That's decent, but at that rate, I may as well just invest in Bubbles. Bubbles will go up by 6. There you go. That's my ticket. Due to the inflation of oil prices, the cost of ingredients have increased. As a result of your good reputation, the supplier is willing to subsidize the inflating oil prices. Well, she still gets 6 today too, even though it's a different day. Yes, she will. So we're investing in Bubbles, heck yeah. We need them big gains. I think we're good for everything else, right? 161, 150. We should be good on quality. And right now we're making popularity go up even more. So I think we're gonna pass the first evaluation, no worries. There's a large influx of customers today. We did some publicizing and got some popularity. Aurora keeps slashing prices. I don't know why she does that so much, because I think in the third month, in the first playthrough, she didn't really do that. But she does it a lot in the first month. And I'm not sure what gets her to change throughout the game, but she does change if I'm not mistaken. She does become a little bit more business savvy. Okay, her popularity was going up by 666, and then it just dropped and went up by 3, so I guess she's almost at max. A mysterious cook has appeared in the moonless windy night. A fellow cook told me that you've been working hard for the sake of the street market. Allow me to lend a hand. With his guidance, all shops have increased by 5 points in quality. Nice. Oh yeah, nearly 24,000. Just when I finished work, I noticed a suspicious man in the alley trying to do something. I quickly turned away after making eye contact. It was clear he wasn't doing business here. I should tell everyone to be more careful. Okay, that is shady. Alright, so Bubbles is a national celebrity apparently. What if I try to raise her quality? Will that go up by 4? It goes up by 5. Alright, so I think we could raise her quality a bit. Bubbles, Bubbles. I went to another office today to present the draft, and I came back with some good news. Don't go Bubbles, Bubbles, and act all familiar with me. I'm not that close to you. If I can't call you Bubbles, should I call you Bub or Ubbles instead? What kind of names are those? You're just as cool as always. Forget it. Let's put that aside for now. I'm also in charge of a farmer's market at the moment, so I can help you get in contact with the supplier. This way you can cut out the middleman, and you'll be able to get your ingredients at an even cheaper price. Furthermore, by doing so, we won't touch on your sticking point, which is the quality of ingredients. Isn't that great news? It's only a small matter. What's there to feel so smug about? The suppliers I have aren't that much more expensive than the ones you found. Seeing that Bubbles appeared upset, I only placed down the name card before taking my leave. A few days later, when I visited the bubble tea shop again, I noticed that an adorably written signboard was set up in front of the store. The signboard had a chibi version of Bubbles' head drawn on it, along with an adorable drawing of a cow and tea leaf spirit. A proud partner of the farmer's market? So, she decided to use my supplier in the end. Was this the so-called verbal integrity? I looked towards Bubbles, who was currently looking after the shop. The moment our eyes met, Bubbles hurriedly turned the other way around and ignored me. You must be feeling smug, right? Are you happy now? There's nothing to feel proud about. I didn't say a single thing. Special event. We got a gift from a neighbor. We can't finish it on our own. We're going to share it with Bubbles to increase that affection. Okay, I think today's the last day before the evaluation hits. What's your favorite boba tea order? Now just get the brown sugar milk tea, aka black tiger milk tea. I did not know that they called it black tiger. So I've only tried 3, I guess. I've tried taro, I've tried brown sugar, and I've tried passion fruit. The passion fruit and the brown sugar that I tried were both very low quality, like $4 bubble teas. So, unfortunately, they were mediocre. They weren't bad, but they weren't great. They were nothing to write home about. So I do have to try one that, you know, it's like higher quality one day. So far, taro is my favorite, though. And I think the taro one that I had was good quality, and it also just tasted phenomenal, period. So I'm a taro fan first and foremost. I want to try coconut flavor boba tea as well, but I haven't tried it yet. So I want to try coconut, and I want to try like a high quality brown sugar. But right now taro's in the lead for me. Do you have like a second favorite? In the blink of an eye, it's time for the evaluation. Please let us welcome the representatives from the local council and Simon Holdings to evaluate the street market. This time we must get a C grade! It's nothing special. I'd rather eat at Formosa Chang's, Simon says. There's no need to taste it. I can't feel the chef's soul. Chang Heng says. I can't sense any warmth from this dish, Summer says. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Our quality is pretty good. Popularity? You're getting better. You might become quite popular, Simon says. It's acceptable, basically a 4-star rating on our review sites. Chang Heng says, that's not bad. And the old man selling sausages in the alley near my home is more famous than you. Feels accurate, man. Time flew by and soon the first evaluation for the street market had finished. I was rather worried about the revenue before the evaluation, but fortunately everybody's performance helped us make it through. We decided to celebrate by having a meal at Longer's shop. Suzo's steamed dumplings. The president has given me some recreational funds, so don't hold back and eat as much as you want. Whoa, thank you. These steamed dumplings taste great. The skin's thin, yet there's lots of filling. There's lots of soup in it too. Of course, have a taste of my culinary skills. How mortifying. No wonder all the foreigners who come to Taiwan are always dead set on eating steamed dumplings. The two of you should have a little more confidence in yourselves. Bubble tea and fried chicken cutlets are must-try dishes when you come to Taiwan too. Your dishes aren't inferior to Longer's in any way. Each dish has its own strong points. As expected of Coco, she knows just what to say. If you've been around here for 100 years, you know what to say too. 100 years? No way! These steamed dumplings are so good. I want another basket. Show some restraint, Lulu. You're only allowed to eat one basket of steamed dumplings. Why can't I? Didn't the consultant say we could eat as much as we wanted? Let me eat my fill. Are you satisfied with just that? Although I know my steamed dumplings are tasty, are you really going to be satisfied with just that? What else do you have in mind? Hurry up and let me eat. I'm going to beat some monsters up once I'm full. No more playing games. Cassie says, they call it Black Tiger Milk Tea because most stores drizzle the sides of the cup, which makes it look like tiger stripes. The one that I got, they didn't do that. They didn't drizzle the sides, which is one of the reasons why my friend said that it looked sad. I don't think you're in the Discord, but I might post it in Discord later. But my friend was like, bro, that looks depressing. I'm gonna have to try a better one day for sure. But I tried the Black Tiger Milk Tea though, because Mr. recommended it to me. I think the last time I streamed this, more or less, like not yesterday, because I streamed this yesterday, right? I think. But when I streamed it, like maybe Tuesday, he recommended the brown sugar one to me. So that's why I tried brown sugar milk tea yesterday. It was alright. I'll definitely give it another shot. After tasting this delicious filling and sucking up this sweet soup, don't you feel mortified by it? You're definitely feeling mortified, right? My steamed dumplings taste even better than your minced pork bowl. If you feel that way, then you should work harder on your sales and chase after me. I'll be waiting in front for you. Speaking of which, everyone from the guild is waiting for me to go online. Hasn't a single thing that I've said gone into your head? Alright, calm down longer. Lulu's already worked very hard this month. The consultant's right. Lulu's sales have improved a lot this month. Why don't you give her a little more time, Longyear? Since you put it that way. Longyear put on a stern expression and looked at me sharply. Consultant, you have to make sure you keep a close eye on Lulu. My go-to store doesn't do that, and my friends said it looked expired as a joke. Dang, I can't believe they're gonna diss your Boba. Are you gonna take that, or are you gonna fight back? I'll definitely keep a close eye on her because the success or failure of this project depends on it. It sounds like the bubble tea you got basically probably looked like the one that I got. That's more like it. Coco pushed a basket of steamed dumplings in front of me. Don't just focus on talking. Here, have some. You've played a big part in improving this month's sales, too. That's right, I wasn't very optimistic about the street market at first. I never expected the consultant to help us make such a huge turnaround. No, this was a result of everyone's hard work. You're getting smug already? It's only the first month. Sigh. Don't be such a wet blanket, Bubbles. Didn't you mention it just yesterday? You said it was a good thing we had the consultant's help. Otherwise, the bubble tea shop would have closed down. You hearing that, Cassie? Bubbles is saying good things about me behind my back. She's falling in love with me low-key. Did Bubbles really say that? No, I didn't. Stop spouting nonsense. I was just feeling a little happy. Aurora's exaggerating. I wasn't. Last night, you clearly said that. You're not allowed to say it. I should probably give Bubbles a hand. Speaking of which, since this is a rare opportunity, why don't we take a group picture? Picture? But I've gotten fatter recently. I heard that your cheeks will look slimmer if you suck them in. Is that so? Let me try. Bubbles looks so weird. I'm the best at posing for pictures. I always use my famous chef's posture whenever journalists come for an interview and ask for pictures. Here, have a look. Ooh, Longyear looks so cool. Heh, I'll have you know I'm a professional. Come, let's take a picture. Whose phone are we going to use? I'm part of the Street Market's fan page. Let me take the photo. Stand properly now, everyone. I'm about to take the picture. Stand a little closer. Lulu, stop playing your game. I used my phone to take a group photo of the girls. Eh, done already? Did I blink just now? I showed them my phone. I look so fat. No, you don't. You look really good. Bubbles. My hair looks so messy. I should have combed it. Coco's always smiling. I look my best when I'm smiling. Lulu, why were you looking elsewhere? Because I didn't know where to look. After checking out the photo, the girls happily continued eating the steamed dumplings. What a nice atmosphere. Everyone looks so happy. Doing this makes me feel like I'm part of you guys. It feels great. This is only the beginning. There's still a lot more work to do in the future. It's all up to you, consultant. I looked at the photo on my phone. Aurora, Coco, Bubbles, Longyear, and Lulu. They'd all been working hard, but were their efforts going to bear fruit? The street market's business had improved with my help, but it wasn't enough. Such an outdated street market just had to be situated in this busy location. Perhaps rebuilding this place might be better. Many thoughts surged through my mind as I looked at the photo. Although everybody had been working hard, the street market might still be washed away in the passage of time, but I still wanted to help them. After the celebration, everybody said their farewells and went their separate ways. Bye everyone, I'll be heading back now to sell chicken cutlets. That sounds rough. I'm gonna go home, wash up, and sleep. I still have some requests that I need to clear tonight. You're not allowed to burn the midnight oil playing games. You should sleep early so you'll wake up feeling energized when you open for business the next day. Heh, everyone's so lively. After saying goodbye to the others, I walked alone down the street market at this late hour. Just when I got to a quiet corner, a figure slipped in front of me. Oh my, long time no see. Her again? Boss appeared in front of me, definitely did not bode well. Oh, look at how serious you are. Relax. I've come by today to praise you. You actually managed to increase the sales of this street market in such a short period of time. It looks like you're a lot better than I thought. Then she clapped. The weak clap echoing in the night was indescribably eerie. Just what exactly are you trying to say? Someone seems to have forgotten my advice. Boss looked at me meaningfully. Her snake-like gaze was really discomforting. Do you know, in my eyes, you are an obstacle. As for whose path you're blocking, I don't think I need to mention it again. I couldn't form a reply. A few more people appeared at the end of the dark alley. Were they her subordinates, or were they other mobsters? What did she want to do to me? Do you know what happens to obstructions? You're a smart person, so you know what I mean. With that, Boss turned around and walked off with a wave. My eyes were glued to her back, and I watched as she disappeared into the night. It was time to pay the weekly rent again. We are good for it, bro. I heard you guys got through the first evaluation. It sounds like some congratulations are in order. However, I'm very sorry about this, but the rent will be increased from next week on. We haven't been doing that well this year either. The amount of money isn't too much to you, right, consultant? Since business is doing so well, why don't we peg the rent to how popular the shop is? Dang. Then I wish you all the best in the endeavors. See you next week. By the time I finished sorting out papers, it was late. I need to work hard next week as well. Alright, so this is where we're going to save. We're going to overwrite hard mode, because we ain't doing that. No, no, no. So we're going to save here. And then I'll continue this next Saturday, most likely. I may or may not continue it in the middle of the week as well, but I think I'm just going to try to save it for next Saturday. I'll save it for next Saturday. And in an hour and a half, I'm going to be streaming again. Because we got to stream our Saturday weekly Yuri content. And I'll be finishing Yume Otsutsu after with Marie's route. So I'll be live again in an hour and a half with some good old girls kissing girls content. Thanks for everyone for hanging out and chatting. Thanks for everyone who left a like on the stream. I'll see you guys again soon. Tomorrow we'll have some Omori, and tomorrow we'll also have some Nekopara. Adios, amigos.